Ah, yes, unmuting my mic would be an absolutely wonderful idea, would it not? Welcome back, everyone, to Fate in Space. Joining the sneaky room with players. Greetings.
Hello.
Hola. I might have been talking with my mic muted.
Nice.
Yes. Fortunately, I can see the little bar jump, so when it's not moving, you can't hear me. It really is an art. One that I have mastered. Alrighty, everybody, folks, one and all, we officially have tokens for all the babies on this ship.
We've done it.
We've done it. We've reached the end game. Alrighty. So I won't say what was happened last time, because it was more of a
killed
middling.
some pirates.
Yeah, it was more of a middling mission. Y'all were grabbing shit for money and such, and then blasting back off into space. But of course, the first thing y'all did was poke the little machine that Nara had.
Oh boy.
And you found a whole bunch of information, a whole bunch of friends. If you forgot anything in particular, I would recommend writing things down. I do have a list of.
I really should.
Yeah.
You know, do that thing that you have said.
Yeah. If it sounds important, probably write it down. You can do so in game. Let me see. Let me make it easy. Great journal entry. Who actually would like to enter information?
I can't do it consistently. Not me.
Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna volunteer you. What a shame.
I volunteer Meek. Or maybe Liam.
I volunteer Liam.
I think Liam would actually be probably the best.
He
the
definitely
best
looks
bet
studious.
there.
Could I volunteer some Voltron form of Ghost, Meek, and Bartholomew?
Yes.
That would be. There's only three
Terrifying.
parts.
Ideal.
Yeah. Well, Meek's definitely the head. What would Ghost be?
Goes to the butt.
Does Voltron have a butt?
I feel like Ghost is like the tail.
Okay.
Just a little stub of a tail.
Okay, like a bunny?
Yeah.
Okay. Where would he sit on Bart? On Bart's tail? Twice the tail?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just name it Party Notes. And that all players are owner of said Party Notes. I'll go ahead and put it on the GM screen. Did I lie? Might have lied.
How dare.
Rose. Reed. Nani? Is something not... I think that's the case. No, it did. Good. Alright, cool. Anyway, if you think you find anything of importance, you can of course just jot it down and kind of tinker with it from there. Alright, that's how this works. That is not at all how that should look, my god. I have a feeling this is not how math works.
Does math truly work?
One would hope it works, because if it does
Doesn't
not,
work in my brain.
we have a problem. Math should kind of always work.
Nah. We don't need that to work.
Okay, that solidified that. Oh, very strange. Okay, well, normally this works, but, shame. Oh, there we go, it worked. Ha ha ha. Okay, that's fine. Alright, under the GM note, GM note, the GM screen. Sorry, it's on the second tab, don't ask me why, it just kind of is. Oh, wait, you know what I could do? I could do that. Oh, we don't need the main one anymore. We just have notes. Save. Oh, look at that shit. Ain't that fancy. So we got all the rolls. We have how rolling works twice for some reason. Is it actually in there twice? It's in there twice. This is very strange.
I mean, that way we won't forget, right?
Exactly. Alright. The mod might not be updated. That's perfectly fine. If you type anything in party notes, it should automatically update. So, for example, if you were to put I am notes. Pages updates. I am notes. I will say, if you are inputting information into that specific notepad, it's under journal entries. It's like the third or fourth one over from if you guys can see in the upper right hand corner. If multiple people are doing it, it will override. So if you're adding notes, just kind of say something in chat or something. Otherwise, it has a seizure, and that's not fun.
It's fine.
Theoretically, it is indeed fine. But yes, you guys all ventured off to fight / steal from a bunch of folk, and you did so quite successfully, I might add.
We did it.
You did indeed do it. You guys did have, let's see, did you write it down, Mr. Aldris? Various upgrades and things that were added. Okay, yours is apparently still a new extra. I forgot exactly how he phrased your new extra. It was something along the lines of, I think, 2 people basically get a bonus at the start of each mission.
Get like one specific bonus.
Okay. And that should basically be your extra. No, there's a way to like, description. The tiniest one. I'll just, real simple. 2 PCs get a, in quotes, it can technically be anything, magic bonus.
A boosto.
Yeah. My keyboard is just not wanting to put it there.
Now the real question is, who gets it this time?
Mix it up.
There we go.
Maybe mix it up. I just ask who wants it. I don't care who gets it. It's not gonna be me.
I mean, I wanted it and didn't even use it last time.
Yeah, you did.
Well then.
No, I gave it to Megan.
Yeah.
That was
David
using it for my benefit.
There you go. In a way.
I think Megan should have it again.
Okay.
Well, there are 2,
Well, I got 2 of them now.
and they are one-time use for the mission. I will
Alright,
say,
well, give me one. Give me one.
You can have one.
give to me, please.
Gib.
Give me,
Give
please.
Gwib, please,
No.
and
No.
thank you.
No more gwibs.
Sorry,
PTSD.
I need like 3 more Gwibs, and then I can have my land waffle. So
My land waffle now.
it is a very nice land waffle, I will be entirely honest. Alrighty. Wonderful, wonderful cold open there. Just kind of re-going over a few things. I will say, if there are any bugs or errors in Foundry, I apologize because there's just updates. We can basically just ignore them and work around them unless it's a game-breaking bug, which it should not be because I gave this a nice, solid test beforehand, and it looks fantastic. Anyways, let me think. Let me ask, after your guys' heist, did the... Or I almost said 5 of you. Oh, wait, Liam. Ooh. Did you guys do anything in particular after last heist? I did mention you technically have a something you can purchase. I remember bringing it up with Nara because you skipped last time, which is perfectly fine.
I did. I skipped last time, and I still don't know what I should get.
That's fine. The nice thing is, if you're not sure in the moment, if you're like, hey, wow, this would make a ton of sense for my character to have this thing, but I don't have this thing. Then suddenly you have it. So, if you're still not sure, once again, no rush. It's perfectly fine.
I mean,
if you're happy.
Now I have that murder bot, right? That thing that I
The-
made for Georgiana, which
Yeah.
was actually for me.
The Protecty Boy,
Yeah. Okay.
you do indeed have that. So basically, how did it look? Because you did make it.
It was
Well,
Megan,
she
wasn't it?
said it was a choker with
It's like a spider boy.
Yeah.
a spider S thing
Design.
on it.
Okay. Do you recall how to
Design.
add extras?
How to add? I don't know. How to add extras to it?
Yeah. No, how to add an extra.
Oh no, I don't.
Okay, go to your character sheet. And then the second tab in the upper right-hand corner should say description, biography, and extras.
Mm-hmm.
And this applies to everybody. At the bottom, you should have your extras. You have extended database, tools.
What is this strong, malleable material?
That was something you decided to purchase. I don't know why.
I don't remember what I wanted that for.
I don't want me clicking it. Well, it's just something you have, which is good. So if you see under extras, it says add a new extra. you can go ahead and add that necklace. There you go, new extra. And oh dear God, I don't know why it's sharing chat, but that's fine. We're probably clicking something.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
That's all good.
How humiliating.
I know, right? Just if you click the little notepad part on the side, it says new extra. It should
under
say
name.
yeah.
Can
It
I
should say
call it
edit. Call it whatever you want, and then under the description,
murder necklace?
Murder necklace sounds great. That's perfectly fine.
Nice.
Under the description, just so we remember that it's a spider and not something else, you can do that. So when we that shrinks extras entirely. Nani? I don't want that.
Why wouldn't it let me write anything in the description?
Probably because I clicked something I shouldn't have clicked.
Well.
Yeah, boo on me. So yeah, under the description, go ahead and just kind of draw that out real quick. So effectively what it does, Georgiana can basically use her lollipop powers through the necklace. Is that effectively how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, range and oomph will vary depending on how close you are to her. Obviously, if you can't see her, it's difficult to, get it to function and whatnot. That's kind of a duh. Otherwise, it should be perfectly fine.
You could, I don't know where I was going with that, but
Okay.
sorry. I was gonna say something about making it a spider web.
Make which part of spiderweb?
The link between us is a spider web.
Oh, how cute. Alright, so
Can't
we know
wait to make some egg sacs.
it. Ugh.
Oh god. I hate it here.
Are you sure you hate it here? Think about that for a second.
Yeah, you keep coming back every week.
You have 2 pets. You're slowly creating a menagerie.
Don't worry
And
about it.
If Georgiana does not pet Ghost enough, you're gonna get a 3rd one.
Almost everybody has an animal companion.
I say Bart's just gonna absorb Ghost if you don't pay attention to him.
They'll just stop existing.
Exactly.
My ghost is a solitary creature.
Cats can be like that. Cat things. Cat like creatures.
Cat-esque space creatures, yes, tend to be like that.
When he wants companionship, he'll come and get it.
Excellent.
I too am a cat-esque space creature. Here you come back.
I can see
Here-
eye to eye with that. So, before we begin proper, technically you guys had a little extra cash at the end of the last session. If there's anything in particular you wanted to have purchased basically between sessions, you kind of had the week to effectively think about it. If you couldn't think of anything, once again, perfectly fine. If you had a cool idea, we can type it in real quick. Otherwise, we can just straight up begin.
I think we can begin.
I always
Excellent.
think of my something as we're in the middle of a campaign.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
really need to.
I always think of my something in the middle of the campaign.
That's the most fun way to do it. I'm cool with that. You were saying, Nara?
I really need to figure out what to use my money on.
Well, see, the fun thing is, if you don't need it, that's perfectly fine. If you ever end up in a scenario where like, wow, this sucks, I wish I had blank. That's
Wish I
basically
had
where.
100 million space credits.
Honestly, that works too. If someone's being annoying, it's like, yo, dog, you want money? That's valid use of money.
Can I buy
You.
a hit on somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Alright,
are bounty
well,
hunters.
I'm gonna
Yeah, that's
think
kind
on
of
that
what we
one.
do.
I'm gonna think on that for a second.
Okay, I was like, theoretically, my answer to most questions will almost always be yes. Unless it's very out there, but like I mentioned before, this is already kind of a strange gonzo space setting, so I'm going to be very lenient.
Well, in that case, let me think about who I want to kill.
Sure, wow, alright.
Me.
But no.
No, you give me things. So, you're useful.
Damn it.
Put a hit out for yourself, and then defeat them just to prove how good you are.
That's something
one way to do
a
it.
rider would do, I think.
Sounds like a very bad idea.
I could see Ryder doing that.
What do you mean?
Yes. I can see Ryder doing that.
Best bounty hunter in the galaxy. I can even kill myself.
Hire the best bounty hunter to kill you. Kill them, go up, sell the best. I could very much see that working. Like every once in a while, you're just like, best bounty hunter needs to kill, maybe like name yourself something different. Some douchebag on some like random planet. You just like wait there. Hi there. Bye.
It is I.
What was that goofy name we had last week?
I don't even
Really?
know.
Not It's not Buckaroo. I know that.
Wild Billy McCormick.
Billy McCormick.
Was that it?
It was close. Howdy McCormick is one of the bounty givers.
Oh. I don't know. My brain doesn't work. I don't remember things.
Perfectly fine. It was a very goofy name. All right. All the same, we shall now jump back into the session proper.
Here we go.
All right, Nara, if you remember last time, you poked the Tablet of Knowledge quite a few times.
Yeah, and it did not turn out well.
It didn't, but you got a lot of information.
I did get a lot of information.
You got a heaping helping of information. As a quick reminder, I'm not sure if you wrote this down, but I did say that the planet of Himar, basically the one that you guys met Doria Warders, the farmer, and all the squid-like people, where the giant metal bird Heaven was, you asked where certain individuals were, their current location. And it did say that someone from the Lesbian Corporation, someone important, was there. I forgot if I told which one I told you. So if you wrote it down, I guess let me know. I forgot to let you know if it was one of the managers or one of the weavers. I think it was one of the weavers.
I think it was a weaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a weaver.
Okay, then there you go. That it was indeed a weaver, currently on that planet. For whatever reason. All the same, because you poked said datapad so many times, I do believe, I remember, part what you purchased, Nara, was the Faraday cage room, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did do that. I wanted to build a Faraday cage room.
You did.
So maybe that could be my. No, never mind. I do want to do that though.
The Faraday Zoom room.
Zoom room.
It is in progress. That'll obviously take a hot second to create. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that directly to the Kabuto. I'm adding it as an extra just because that makes sense. Anything we add to the Kabuto proper, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw down in there. Because I don't like the way it looks. There we go. All the extras. I don't like that. While you are creating this, while you guys are looking for a new bounty and kind of zooming about space and doing your thing, unfortunately, but somewhat predictably, we find ourselves under attack. So we'll go ahead and begin the session there. From what you guys can see, Georgiana, I assume you are piloting as per usual.
Of course.
Alrighty.
First
You guys
off,
are... Yes.
rude.
Very rude, I agree. Incredibly rude. We'll jump in media res, if you will. The Kabuto is under a hail of fire. There's at least 3 to 4 enemy ships following you. Their skill, well, anyone compared to Georgiana and crew will falter, of course. But they...
Pathetic.
Indeed, they definitely mean to destroy you, though. Nara, you indeed know why they're here. There's no real reason to scan or mess with them. These ships, once again, look familiar from your past. And it's to be assumed that they're here for the tablet, either to destroy it or to retrieve it. You do not know.
Ow.
I don't think it matters, but I do want to, get on in there.
That is indeed how we do. So Georgiana, piloting.
Where?
Sorry, what?
Get on in where?
Where do you think, Georgiana?
Into the fight or the Faraday cage room?
Neither. Georgiana, please. What is my thing? What do I do every single episode?
Oh, okay.
What is the one thing that you do
I
really
the
well?
the one thing that I do each time. I have no. That's all my character is. She's very one-dimensional.
What?
That's all
not
she
my
cares.
character is.
That's what she cares about.
Oh,
If
no.
it makes her happy.
It's her passion.
Yeah, exactly.
How fast do we think we're gonna get away? Are we gonna try fighting? Or are we gonna try
Please, I
flying,
can do anything
fleeing,
with this ship.
fight or flee?
That is entirely up
Fight
to
or
you.
flight.
I will effectively ask Ryder, Aldris, and Nara, what are the 3 of you doing while Georgiana is attempting to escape? You guys were attacked semi-randomly. You did not see them as they kind of just jumped up on you. If anything, you guys were sort of in a nice downtime, just waiting. But there are 3 stealth ships that basically just, 4 stealth ships, I said. That suddenly just jumped up on you, and they are in pursuit.
I'm gonna walk onto the bridge with an alien chick next to me.
Where did
be
she
like,
come from?
Where'd she come from?
don't matter. Don't worry about it. They come from places. I'm like,
I'm
GG, I was busy. What the fuck is going on?
Captain?
As she says that, the whole Kabuto shakes, narrowly dodging something explosive.
I'm gonna shoo the alien chick back into my room and jump into the captain's seat just with my jacket and my boxers on. All right, let's take care of these assholes.
She looks somewhat worried, but she kind of like moves back to the room and she's like peeking her head out, like just looking at like what the hell's going on. Very much intrigued. All right, Aldous and Nar, what are you doing? I guess
So are we
where are
fleeing?
you? Well, Georgiana most likely. What were you doing before you attacked Georgiana?
I don't know. Is the ship like autopiloting when I'm not touching it?
Yeah.
I was definitely making out with Liam in the seat then.
All right, excellent.
Oh,
Told you.
All right,
I said it. That's
This-
what I said.
I said the thing.
we need to get a bigger seat. All right, after you finish locking lips with Liam, he moves over to his sniping
That
position.
was quite an alliteration.
Indeed.
Locking lips with Liam.
He moves over to his offensive position as you quickly take the helm, as you do, Georgiana. And during this moment, as the Kabuto shakes, you guys are under fire. Aldous and Nar, what are you two doing?
So I think I would have been working on the Faraday cage.
Make sense?
And then when the room shakes or whatever, I'm like, I don't think that was supposed to happen. I didn't do that. And then I run up to the bridge.
Fair assessment. Aldous,
I was probably taking a nap.
fair enough. We'll say, as you were napping,
I guess I just wake up.
yeah,
When it
Meek
starts
is
shaking.
nuzzling you, trying to wake you up as the ship shakes a second time, jolting you awake.
And I'm assuming we have like guns or something.
On the ship?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Like,
know
just- There's like a gunner area.
it. Hell yeah.
Definitely.
You got missiles, you got lasers, you got all the good shit.
I'll just head there, I guess.
All right. You rush on over. And Nar, you said you headed to the helm?
Yeah,
All right, perfect.
to see the layout.
Excellent. As you arrive, you guys are basically out in the middle of nowhere space, moving incredibly fast. Of course, it would be dangerous to jump into light speed in the middle of a firefight, as we know. But all the same, the enemy is relatively quick. The Kabuto isn't low on juice, but all the same, you are a good pilot, Georgiana. But unfortunately, because you're out in open space, it is relatively difficult to shake someone when you're just out in the middle of nowhere.
I suppose so.
Directly behind you, there
All
are
right, well,
4
I'll just
enemies.
lock onto them and try to blow them up, please.
That sounds like a safe bet. So Ryder and Aldous are in combat positions. Georgiana is piloting Nara. And I also will say, Georgiana, you are... I did say you were out in open space. You are more than welcome to fang dangle and pilot the Kabuto to any direction you want, or stay out in open space. It's up to you. You guys are moving incredibly fast through that space, so you are the head of the snake.
All right. Is there I feel like we just did this. Didn't we just do this?
Do what? Get attacked?
A
Yeah.
fight in space last time.
Yeah. That is
Technically,
what we did last time, basically.
yes. It was more of a negotiation that turned to a fight.
Shit
As,
happened.
as you know,
And then
as
the
we
fight
do.
and then the fight turned back into just running.
All right. Well, can I line up the ship so that Aldous has a really good shot?
You can very much do that. Go ahead and roll me pilot. Out in the open, obviously it's not very difficult, but because there are 4 ships, leading them in this way would be a little difficult. To get a really good shot in all 4 of them, I'd say you need to beat a 4. Okay. You did that with a 7.
Is that a 4?
I think she rolled at least a 4, guys. All right. With that, not only do you do well, but you succeed excellently. Aldous, whatever attack you decide to do on these 4 will have a, by default, +2.
Oh boy.
And it will affect all of them at the same time.
Oh boy.
Yes, you won't need to split the
Even
damage.
better.
When you decide to attack, you won't need to split. It is a regular attack. It'll affect them all, and you get a +2 to it. All right, so Georgiana, what does this excellent piloting look like?
It looks like some very confusing maneuvers until you realize that you're lined up exactly perfectly, like in a line or whatever.
All right, excellent. You see sort of Liam off to the side, trusting you, but giving you a look like, what the world are you doing? And Nara, you can very much tell that she has fully turned off autopilot and is just all on winging the Capucho. You guys are all more used to this, but even for Georgiana, this is a little strange, a little avant-garde.
I'm
but
nodding. I'm like, hell
I
yeah.
might be trying to impress a certain beau.
yes, you are an artiste
Exactly.
and thus need to show off. Your guest is definitely panicking a bit, but Aldris, you see a moment in time, a second where you know all 4 ships will be lined up. What do you do?
I mean, I gotta take the shot, but the real question is, would we have bothered to have a special gun for me, so I don't have to roll shoot?
Yes,
That is a good
definitely.
that is a good question.
Yeah,
I
there's
will
a-
Magic
There's a
gun.
Kabuto gun for him.
I will say there is indeed, and you want to call it anything fancy? I'm just gonna call it the Aldris Cannon for now.
I designed the gun specifically for Aldris for him to use his lore powers.
All right, perfect. That has indeed been added. Good old Aldris Cannon. Alrighty. So yes, good sir. What is this lore? Sorry, what does this magical cannon look like? How does it function, Aldris? How do you make it work?
I mean, I'm assuming it would just be like a kind of a magical battery device that turns my magic into like a normal energy,
Okay.
like a kind of like a converter.
Yeah, I like
Magic
that.
to like normal shit,
Sure. Yeah.
so I can still do my thing and it functions like a normal gun, I guess.
I very much like that. It'll have some limitations, but only for absolutely insane shit that you want to fire out of it. Otherwise, it functions just basically how you want it to. All right, and in this second, all 4 of them are lined up, and you, my friend, can take the shot.
A pew pew.
Oh, look.
Ooh.
All right, being followed. I'm going to roll separately for each of them.
Wait, he rolled a 9, right?
You rolled a 9, indeed.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and like I said, we do not need to split damage. So the first ship, the one that is leading their little cha-cha line, is completely annihilated by this attack, Aldris. The second one is able to peel off to the left just barely. You can tell that its exterior has very much been damaged, and it is hurting horribly. The third one does not see the second peel away and is unable to react in time, and is fortunately for you, turned to ash. The fourth is similar to the second one, able to barely move out of the way, but it is more than hurting. You see smoke, you see plates that have been peeled off, and it is on its very last lib, if you will.
Hey.
So that was an action from Georgiana and Aldris. And with this, I guess, Georgiana, you being the leader, they're going to go ahead and fire back.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and roll me pilot to dodge this. As the first one that dodged tries to swoop and move in to the best of its ability. Alrighty, with a quick pew, pew, pew. Again, your excellent piloting, Georgiana, you're able to avoid most of the damage. If anything, just the outward shell, the shields are barely scraped. And then the second will go ahead and do the same. If you want to go ahead and roll pilot again for me. Excellent. A complete dodge. No damage at all this time, and you've repositioned again for another attack. This time they are both separated, but very much damaged. Ryder and Nara?
Can I shoot out done with
Yup.
my guns?
Of course you can, good sir. Which one?
It's like a machine gun, but it shoots laser bolts out.
Hell yeah. Which one are you shooting at? They're equally damaged, by the way.
Why is it not working? Left one.
Okay. Oh, you're trying
I
to
was
ping?
trying to mark it, but it wasn't working.
Hold X.
Hold X.
Hold X.
This one.
All right. We have a new ping. We have fingers, and if you click it, pings. This way we don't need to ping like crazy, and then you can also roll. Alrighty. As you open fire, my friend, the ship attempts to dodge, and spurred on by living on the edge, he rolls to the left. And Georgiana, may I ask, piloting, are you still just open space?
Yeah.
Okay. There are very, very few rocks and such that are just like kind of pelting against the Kabuto. Nothing that will do any actual damage, of course. He's actually desperately looking for something to hide behind, but fortunately for you guys, you're keeping them out in the open, so all your shots are completely unobscured. Sadly, he's able to slightly dodge out of the way and avoid damage. Nara.
How many ships are there again?
There are 2 ships remaining. They're equally damaged and very, very close to death.
Do we have a
And
like a laser to pull them in?
So that's the fun thing.
tractor beam.
A tractor beam.
Mhm,
That's the fun thing with all the money you guys have been saving. If you want certain things, we can just have them with the money. So do you guys want
I
a
of
tractor
course
beam?
can build a tractor beam
Ah.
out of 2 screws and some duct tape.
Nice.
I can do anything I put my mind to.
You're the best.
All right, we can say some of that money went to a tractor beam that is functional at all times for the Kabuto. You're trying to slurp one up there, Nara?
Yep.
With your space
Yeah.
straw? Okay. Are you going for the left one or the right one? The left one just dodged.
The other one then.
Okay.
That's
This one is...
the one that's not involved in dodging.
All right, this one is very much hurt in a multitude of ways. He's getting ready to fire again. I would say go ahead. You're not crafting anything.
But perhaps it's something I have already crafted.
Yeah, well, it's part of the ship, but it's just something that you're using effectively. Sadly, there isn't really a just use mechanics. Go ahead and just roll crafts for me, just because you're just using the ship, using the ship's interface. This is very much something you are used to.
I am the ship's interface.
GM.
GM.
You could be if you wanted to.
Oh my god, what if, just
Yes.
as a little jokey joke,
Mm-hmm.
I replace the AI with me? And so every time Ryder tried to talk to it, he'd have to deal with me.
Your personality or your voice?
Or
Well,
actually you.
Me.
All
Oh,
of the
like
above.
It will look
It just
like
intercoms
me.
you?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Ryder would throw a huge fit. No?
He doesn't have to know.
There's
Until
an
the last
there's a
comfortable
eject
moment.
button under your room that I can use.
I hate
Oh
to tell you
my.
that I've already removed it.
I will say, if you poked it before, Nara, you notice that the device that you put into the Kabuto, while it did have a pretty standard, it had a very standard just kind of AI that would just assist and such, and you very much could have messed with this, but what was put into it is not completely autonomous, but incredibly difficult, borderline impossible to actually override. So if you were
the
to...
Kabuto is my baby. She is not just a basic AI. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's because of the thing that Nara put into it, it is very advanced now.
Yeah, it's fine. I know. But you know, it's nice to dream about sometimes.
Indeed,
Just
it
you
is.
wait. Just you wait.
I will ask if you want to use a fate point if you want.
Yeah,
'cause
I do.
You did miss. Okay.
I wanna. I wanna. I'll use it to get.
Okay.
Yes. Well, actually, sorry.
Yes.
How advanced is this tractor beam?
That really depends on you guys. Like I said, any unspent money can effectively just upgrade things or get you guys new things. So as of
I just-
current, it's a fairly standard tractor beam, and it will function in the way currently because this ship is like, it's gone. It's basically gonna keep flying towards you guys. You're not even sure if it can turn because you're just still going straight. It is not doing well. It's ripe for the picking, if you will.
I just wanted to know if like I could hook on to the one
Mhm.
and swing it into the other.
Oh, that's definitely something different. Okay.
Oh, you don't want to capture one to question him?
No, I want him destroyed.
All right.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
We
fine.
kind of know what they're
I
here
mean,
for
but
anyways.
also realistically speaking, unless it's completely destroyed, I can just glean all the information I need to know from their records.
Good point.
True that. We'll
Can I angle the ship to give her the best momentum?
technically yes. She already did succeed with that fate point spendage. What I will say is it won't happen instantaneously, but with this roll, Nara, you're basically taking the tractor beam and you're not really trying. Initially, it feels like you're trying to pull him in, but you're like warbling him left and right and just totally causing him to be off center. So I'm not going to put it on him, but there's basically a tag on him that is tractored effectively. And if you were to shoot at either of them, depending on how you guys want to do it, you can kind of set it up and wombo it down if you want. But you can basically make them bump into each other much easier. If you guys go for some bumpage, you'll get a +2 for free. You want to spin it?
Bumpage.
Take advantage of it, my dudes.
All right, so the four of you are able to.
Out.
All right, the four of you can act again.
I shoot again.
You're just going for shoot. Okay, are you shooting the lone boy? Or are you shooting the tractored boy?
Lone boy.
All right, lone boy, fire away. Most excellent, sir. All right, and as you fire away, you said this is basically just like a minigun that just lasers like.
Yeah.
Excellent. You just tear this dude to shreds. He goes a dodge to the left and dodge to the right, but Georgiana adjusts like just last second, and you just rip into the ship, and it just peers off to the side, just whips, turns, and just shreds in half and explodes. The other is attempting to potentially escape or attack. You can't necessarily tell. He is very much targeting you, though, Georgiana. You're gonna have to dodge again. Spicy. All right, you dodge this with ease, and well, if there were more enemies in the future, you'd have a +2 to dodge. Georgiana Iron Aldris wants to finish this bad boy. He is warbling about
I want to swing it.
into the remains of the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that for me. Just roll the same thing you rolled, and you'll get a 3 + 2. Looks like a 6 to me. All right.
Like I want to do it like a baseball bat, home run.
Excellent. Before the other parts have completely scattered and spread out into space, you just home run this sucker into the other, and they just turn into this just whirling, twirling fireball. It just fires off into the distance. And
Nara laughs.
Hmm?
Nara laughs.
give it a solid giggle, and the four of you are safe. Your guest writer looks a little worried. Like, does this happen frequently? But
Sometimes.
It's just
I assume we can see her, right?
yeah, like I said, she's kind of hanging out in the doorway, just looking outward.
Can I, can I wink
What?
and blow a kiss?
well,
you
I was gonna wink and blow a kiss. Excuse you.
go
Whoa,
for
whoa.
it.
You can
Back off.
We both wink with the same eye and blow a kiss with the same hand. And then I walk away.
Excellent.
And then I'd walk into the
The wall.
bridge and just like push her out of the way.
Whoa.
Like, is everybody all right?
Yeah, great shooting.
Yeah.
Great piloting.
Thanks.
Well, not my idea.
Great tractor beaming.
Truthfully, though, I'm almost certain that was related to my special project.
Are there any parts left of the ships to scavenge?
It's a small chunk behind you, but you can definitely turn around and give it a look. If anyone would want to roll me, what have we been using for scan?
Not sure.
Fine. Pretty sure you've been doing. We'll say burglary, because burglary is based on hacking. We can say that also works with scanning if you want to roll that, Nara.
Wait, what is it?
Roll burglary. We're basically scanning.
Burglary.
Yeah,
Okay.
burgling. We're not really stealing anything, but we're effectively just trying to see if anything remains. And as you look about, I'll let one more person also do a quick scan if you'd like.
Somebody, please.
Sorry, what's that skill?
Realistically, there's a skill for scanning, but effectively, you're not really looking with your eyes either. You're having the machine look for you. So a
Yeah.
search doesn't really make any sense. If you want to roll search or something, you're more than welcome to. You can say you use some sort of headset that like augments your, your vision through the ship. You can do that. If you have a good search skill, a notice or whatever. If you can sell it to me, I'll say yes.
No,
I'll let one more person roll.
that's not my thing.
That ain't me.
I mean, I have a 2 in notice.
Sure, go for it.
Notice. Nice.
All right. A quick scan over the remains shows you one thing and one thing only. These ships belong to the Lesser Incorporated.
Can I ask the Kabuto to do a scan for shoot, I can't think today. You know how engines leave behind like a particle trail?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have her scan for that?
Looking for residue? What
Yeah.
precisely are you looking for?
Where they came from. Or general whereabouts, if it was really far.
Okay. From what you can tell, because unfortunately it would be rather far off. This was a patrol unit, and they were actually hiding behind a moon. They quickly jumped up on you guys as you were passing by and leaving the planet. So you're not
Is
sure where they
there-
came from before that, but they were waiting for you.
Is there anything interesting about the moon?
Nothing in particular. You just know that they were following you. And in fact, it's so uninteresting that you know they were following you. They have no other reason to be there.
Can I figure out? I guess I want to see. Is there any way that I can see how long they've been tracking us? Like where we picked them up?
Let's see. Reasonably, they attacked you guys fairly quick after de-stealthing, which is one of the reasons why you guys were unable to see them. Their ships, while not too strong, they do this one thing and this one thing quite well, and that thing is hiding. It makes it almost impossible to find. With advanced scanners and of course a very, very good roll, you can find them before they strike. Fortunately for you guys, your piloting is good enough that, after they decide to strike, just wipe the floor with them. But where they came from before that, what they were doing, you can tell, Nara, that primarily they just received notice from the data pad.
Okay.
And then most
And they
likely
just
got a direct
happened-
feed from that, yeah.
So they
That's
were
happening
probably the
nearby, most likely.
closest.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. Okay.
If anything, that was residuals from last time. So it's not like it's constantly pulsing up. Like I mentioned, when you guys asked about the Weavers, it was just kind of like boop, and then 10 minutes later, boop. It was basically that. And effectively, one group was like, there you are. And then they locked on it back. So that was basically residual
Gotcha.
of that. But you can tell, Nara, that it's no longer pulsing.
Nice. Good. We gotta get out of here.
Now we can look at it again. Have that happen again.
Yeah, at least this time. But no, that's why I'm building the Faraday cage so that by the time they get wind of it, we'll be already in the next system.
Unless the thing goes crazy.
Okay, well, I will do my very best
I believe in you.
to prevent that.
You know what? I will help build your Faraday cage as I can.
What?
I'll help build the Faraday cage so it goes faster.
Nice. Good. It needs to happen faster. I'm no miracle worker. Not in, I'm only 70% of the time. Oh,
Not a milker worker. Bullshit.
well, I
You
said
said
only
miracle or
70%
milker?
of- It did say milker, and I did not want to. I was hoping.
Someone's got to
Sad.
milk those space cows. They literally explode if you do not. They literally explode.
Oh god.
They've been used as ordnance by some cultures.
Oh no.
The moral question is still in the air, but most people frown upon it. Anyway, while you guys are building this room and expanding the Kabuto, as a crew, what are we doing? What's our next one?
Another bounty?
Who are the people that were in the ship again?
That was the Lesbian
From
Corporation.
the Lesrian? God, I keep saying Lesrian like it's lesbian. Lesbian Corporation.
There's probably a lesbian corporation somewhere.
Probably.
Nara looks them up. God, just
Where
Please.
Malays at?
I'm sure I already know it.
Do we
Probably.
know,
Did
do we
you get
know
a
the
card?
location? Do we know the
Look in your
location
wallet.
of one of the?
Sorry, continue writing.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Do you know, or do we know, the location of, like, I guess a safe house or whatever of one of the Lesrian Corporation, like a little place where like some of them are at?
So I believe I mentioned before, something interesting about them is they are literally a corporation. So they're a company. Most people see them as above board, meaning that they're basically everywhere. Not everywhere. But
Just means they're a building we can go to. Like, I'm not saying that that's their headquarters, but like kind of like a small, like, you know how obviously Walmart is mega brands everywhere, but
Mhm.
there's like Walmart headquarters. Is there a Walmart of the Lazarine Corporation that we can go to?
yes, definitely. They're, like I said, they're so big that most people do business with them. Most of them are legitimately, unless it's somewhere deep hidden, they are, for the most part, just a corporation that deals in trade, that deals in stocks, things of that nature, mostly trade for the most part. And their above board name, as a reminder, is the Lesbian Corporation. Though Nara knew them as a Grey Fist, which is kind of their gangster name, if you will. But a good portion of them is like legitimate. In fact, people that work there think they work for a legitimate company. It's to that point. They don't own everything. They're not some. I mean, they are like a hyper, corporation nightmare. But they don't own literally everything.
Not yet.
I want
Not
to
yet.
go to one of their smaller things and kind of like send them a message.
Okay.
Stop fucking with us.
Okay. That is very much something you can do. Let me know what kind of location you want to go. When you say smaller, what do you do?
Kind of like the size of that, like a mattress plus.
Okay.
kind of store.
Sure. Their mattress quadrant.
Yeah, is it like a location off the beaten path? I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
They
not
got-
like not
yeah.
like super huge, so it's not like a overtly big task for us. It's like kind of smaller.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Low
I'm not trying to
security.
take on an army.
Yeah, of course. That very much makes sense. We can say, with Nara's abilities and with the information you got from the data pad, normally going to, let's say, a business owned by the Lesbian Corporation would literally get you a mattress firm. Like, literally. And there would be people there that are just regular people. Telling them to piss off would accomplish, once again, literally nothing. So, with the information Nara has, she is aware of some that do have a force. That way you're not just killing civilians, because nothing would happen. If anything, they'd hunt you down harder for just killing randoms. And you'd have space police after you. So.
Well,
I
since they
didn't,
should,
I didn't want to kill civilians.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. So basically, so that you don't demand to see the manager, and it's a manager of an actual mattress firm.
It's
You're
literally
really
just-
confused.
Even the manager.
yeah. You'd be talking to an actual just Steve, and like, oh, I'm sorry. What can I do for you? You're dissatisfied with your service. I'm really sorry to hear that, sir. What can we do to help you? Alrighty, and with that, Nara has locked in a location. It's not too far from here. The Faraday cage, unfortunately, will not be finished when you get there, but here you are very much getting close. Effectively, by the end of this session, it will be done. Let's see, both Nara and Aldris, if you want to roll me your craft. The building
Nice.
stat.
Always. My first 2 rolls are always good, and then the ones following are just shit.
Fortunately, you're not avoiding a sniper with this roll, so
No, lucky me.
Perfectly mediocre.
yeah, perfectly mediocre. Alrighty. So what that means, effectively, is yes, by the end of the session, the room will be finished, and there should be no problem with it. And if there is, I will let you know. I won't bullshit today. Don't worry. Alrighty. And after some time, Georgiana, you're able to sort of roundabout to a planet that's fairly low impact. There's not much, like drug and weapon trade here. From what you know in your little black book, Nara, they do indeed deal in various drugs. Nothing hard, nothing crazy. A lot of these drugs are legal in many locations in many starfields, but those that have not legalized it are completely unaware of it. They repackage it here, and they effectively just sell it back out in various forms: food, dust. They hide it in products like books and things of that nature. Just very, very simple things: pens, just simple products, clothes, and that's effectively the location that we have now.
Nice. All right, gang. We're gonna pretty much send a message to the Lazarine Corporation to stop sending their bullshit, weak little ships at us. Not saying we have to kill everybody, but I definitely want to set some fires, hack some shit, and make sure they know that we're not to be trifled with.
Okay. So, where do you want me to land?
Right on top.
Done. So, I guess I'll find a good building that can handle the Kabuto.
Okay.
Oh, I guess a little bit of I forgot how big the Kabuto is. My bad.
I mean, if okay. How do I describe this? So, if I land with my legs around the building, that'll work too.
Like you're
As-
grabbing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assuming it isn't, as tall as the Kabuto. It's, a little short stack.
All right. Interesting.
Short stack.
All about that short stack. Alrighty. Well, we head to a planet with a normally slow orbital speed, surrounded by multiple rings. It's a little warmer than most planets. We won't need any survival gear to land, of course. There's little water on this planet, so a lot of agriculture is not really done here. It's mostly business indoors. You don't see many folk outside. In fact, there are just many legal and or illegal buildings that are kind of strewn across the face of this planet. It is mostly dirt and dust, but they've managed to make things work. There's a relatively tall wall around this certain collection of buildings so that, well, the dust doesn't just get into everything. And it seems to function quite well. And as you sort of fly about and land the Kabuto on a building, you notice that the security here also can't be all that great, as they probably weren't assuming anyone would land here, but usually you're hailed before you land, and usually there's a landing strip. You see a few, and the Kabuto definitely could have fit on one, but all the same, you're not fired upon as you land on this building.
Somehow I'm suspicious.
I mean, in the middle of nowhere, I doubt they usually get so, I mean, that was a sign of domination, so.
You successfully mounted this building.
What exactly is the building again?
Sorry, what?
What exactly is the building again?
The one that you landed on, the one that you're looking for?
Both, I guess.
The one that you were looking for is a bit shorter. It's only 4 stories tall, and you do know that it has 1, possibly 2 basement floors, so most likely a total of 6 floors. It's more of a more rectangular in shape, so it's not like a tall superstructure. It's a fairly standard, made of both various metals and things of that nature. They don't really deteriorate too much, but at the same time, this is not a front for a business. So nothing here is pretty. It is still covered in a thin layer of dust. You know, they don't really clean here too frequently. People just kind of go about their business and they go to wherever the homes are. You're not entirely sure, as you guys are not really familiar with this planet. But the tall one, you can assume is one of two things. It is either some form of apartment building. It could possibly also be storage. It's definitely not anything for defense. But seeing as it hasn't really responded in any way, and based on how it looked at the distance, you can assume it's most likely storage.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Hmm?
Nara?
You kind of cut out.
Nara, do your thing.
What? What?
Do your thing?
Which role?
But what are you trying to do?
I mean, you
Guess
wanted
I'm
to...
trying to.
We want to hack in here, don't we?
Yeah. But
What
okay.
are we hacking precisely?
Everything.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we need to scan the building to see what we're working with.
Also, if we're hacking anything,
yeah,
you definitely need to target.
Let me see if I can scan.
But I
The
mean, yeah, we
building.
need to find the building first.
But I can do like a geographical scan. See if there's anything in the distance.
Yes, I will say that doesn't really necessarily require a roll. Are you looking for anything in particular, or you just want general information?
General information that could possibly lead to a deeper dive.
If you're looking for any sort of wildlife here, there are some, but there are very few. Either they died out, they were killed out, or this planet is not hospitable enough. Most likely, there are just buildings here for people to enter and then either descend or ascend to their appropriate floor and get their job done, whatever that may be. As I mentioned, this place isn't like absurdly hostile from what you can see on this side of the planet. But as there are almost no plants at all, you don't think that there would be any wildlife.
But the reason that we came here was to follow up on oh my god.
Laser
Oh,
Incorporation.
Right. So we
I did write their name in the notes, by the way, for you guys.
oh Lesrin. Lesrian. Yes, but so when we came here because we were following up on that. But did it say what kind of like work was being done here or anything?
Yeah, basically the thing I said prior, they effectively deal in drugs, but not like hard
Right.
drugs. Just drugs, basically.
But this doesn't look like a main outpost is what I'm asking, right?
No, Ryder specifically wanted to target a lower outpost.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I want to scan for the main buildings.
Okay.
Where the largest concentration of people are.
Sure. Okay. Looking for living beings, Nara, you find that all of the tall buildings, similar to the one that you landed on, have very, very few people in them. Very few. They're either run by some sort of automated system, or this is where people, as I mentioned before, store various products, maybe personal belongings, things of that nature. Maybe this is where they store some food. But for the most part, it is all very dead. There's no way anyone is working in here, and if they are cleaning or depositing or bringing something back. In all the other buildings, the more squat rectangular ones, and there are also some circular ones, but they are kind of shaved off the edge, so they're kind of octagonal, hexagonal, etc., etc. Everything is very sharp and jagged here. All the shapes of the buildings, that is. And upon closer inspection, both the wind and just the natural degradation of the sand over time, you can tell that once again, this is not a storefront, so in no way, shape, or form do they need to have a positive outward appearance. They're effectively large metal blocks that have just been dumped into the sand, and they're full of people. You can tell that the larger one, as I mentioned before, is indeed full of life. It's pretty varied. on each floor, you notice that the upper floors probably have the least amount of people, and as it goes down, there are the most. You also do see various, I would say cars, various like sand skimmers and sort of like little hover jets, either for personal use with a glass guard, or one that would fit maybe like 16 people or so, just for transporting from building to building.
So, what was it that Ryder wanted to do with this outpost? Destroy it? What was the goal here?
What was the plan, Ryder?
Hack it, destroy it, burn
Send
it.
message.
Send a message.
Send a message. Basically, from what I gathered, he wants them to leave you guys alone.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so this is big enough for the message to get across, right?
Yeah.
Something about this is giving me the willies. I'm just not sure why.
So we know where the building is, right?
Yeah, very much so.
I think that we should send a message from the person in charge's comm system, just to make it a little personal. You know
Okay,
what I
so
mean?
You want to basically hack into their comms and communicate to them that way?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Well,
will.
while you do that,
Okay.
I'm gonna go on foot and go up to the building to set some charges.
All right, Georgiana Aldris, what are your plans?
I don't know.
Aldris, come with me.
Yeah, I'm not
What?
sure either.
What do you need me for?
Backup. I don't know what's gonna pop out of this building.
Guess probably not much, but we'll see. I guess I'll go with them.
Alrighty, the two of you on foot, go ahead and roll me stealth, but we'll add a +2 to it. Just because...
Can I act as eyes for them?
Very much so, yes. Go ahead and roll me notice first, Georgiana. Excellent, all right.
My eyes are working pretty good.
Your eyes are working quite well, actually. And you guys don't really need the
Oh.
bonus. Holy crap, okay, cool.
Tasty.
I was going to set the roll to around a 3 or a 4, but you guys both succeeded without the bonuses. I was going to say, with the information gained by Georgiana, the two of you are actually able to move around quite easily. You can tell, Georgiana, and not the other two, and Nara, that you guys have indeed been noticed. I will say, as you guys are acting, things are happening much you guys aren't sitting here for like 10 minutes discussing after you land in a building, because of course you would have been hailed or something by that point. You guys are actually able to move in, and initially you think you're probably going to be seen, because descending a building that is approximately 30 or so floors is both A, difficult, and B, fairly obvious you're going to be noticed, whether you're flying Birdman or using rock boots or something to descend. But because of Georgiana's keen eyes and your guys' skills in stealth, you're actually both able to descend without being seen at all. And you...
You know why that is?
Why is that?
Because I'm Ryder McLeod.
The best. You move over to the primary building, and as you do, you see one of the sand skimmers scoot from one building to another, and during this time you see one of the larger ones that carries a handful of people just now landing. Departed one of the further buildings.
Skimmer again, just a vehicle.
It's a vehicle, yes, with a glass front to keep the sand out of your eyes, and you see about 15 or so people get out of one of the larger ones. Once again, the defenses of this vehicle, not really top concern. It's just public transportation from one location to the other when people need to move between buildings. You notice that they're also wearing masks, most likely to help keep all the shit out of their faces as they're moving between. And you see them slowly kind of getting off, and they're like holding something and just kind of looking at each other, and they're having a discussion. They don't really seem to pay you guys any mind.
I want to sneak up behind the sand skipper thingy.
Okay. What are your plans? What do you do?
To put a bomb underneath it.
Okay. And while you're planning on doing this, what are you doing?
I guess I'll just try and be a lookout for him. Make sure
Alright.
no one's gonna come up and mess with us.
All right, excellent. Ryder, if you could roll me stealth one more time for that. Alrighty. Mr. Aldous, if you could roll me notice, I say you need to beat a... I'm just going to say a 2. And if you do, it'll add 2 to Ryder's. Excellent.
Barely.
You got it. Alrighty. And with that, Ryder starts to move out, but you're able to kind of get him on the comms and tell him to pause for just a second. Someone in the group seems to have forgotten something on one of the dance cameras. They quickly turn around and they would have seen Ryder, but you are, fortunately, positioned behind some crates. And as the person gets back onto the rig, slowly gets off, they rejoin their group and move back into the building. They're now all
So-
gone, Ryder, and you're able to easily place the device.
The thing I bought with my money,
Mhm.
Which I've bought these before in the past. I'm just making up shit, but
You're good, yeah.
so what they are?
That's what role-playing is. We're making shit
Yeah.
up.
No, I'm making up that I bought them up in the
You're
past.
good, you're good.
Obviously, I've never used these before. Anyway, so what they are is they're a bag full of these they're like explosives, but they're like the size of like a Gatorade cap,
Mhm.
but when detonated, they explode like C4.
Okay.
So they're really tiny, and I can carry a shit ton on me, and it's kind of like, and they like can stick to wherever I'm putting them. So they're really useful when you're trying to get out of a bad situation or set up a booby trap or whatever, what have you.
Sounds good. I like them. Sounds good to me.
All right, so I stick that on there,
Okay.
click, and then I see the group go into the building.
You do?
Okay. Is there like windows or back entrance I can see?
There is one entrance, and it's the one you saw them all come into. There are windows, but they're more slits just for seeing outside. You get the feeling that it's not a high priority.
What's not high priority?
Seeing outside. It's just safe.
Okay. I'm gonna wave Aldous over.
All right, Mr. Bird, do you move over to join him?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I see if there's like a back entrance to this building, or is there literally only a front entrance?
There's only a front end from what you guys saw.
Okay. Oh, Aldous, can you do your like fuck, you did like a ghost apparition thingy last time when we were on that one thing. Can you make one to like kind of peek around the corner?
You mean like a fake me?
I don't know. Is there like a magic spell that you can do to like, you know, be like a invisible? I'm thinking of D&D. My bad.
He uses
Mirror
magic.
image?
He uses
I was
magic.
thinking of the
He does use
time
magic,
when we.
yeah.
I was just
Bring
thinking of the
invisible.
time when we did the race and you used your little your invisible guy.
Oh, the servant.
Yeah.
With the
Okay,
like Gerbo
Can you
races
do
or whatever.
virtually something like that where it's like an invisible eyes that you can kind of peek around the corner?
I mean, I could try.
I believe in you, bird boy.
Gonna squeeze out some magical eyeballs.
All right. May I ask where you're looking specifically? Well, where are you asking to look, Ryder?
Oh, through the doors to see what we're dealing with.
Okay, so you're looking inside the facility?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
excellent.
I guess.
That's interesting. I'm gonna say roll me 2 things. So basically, the first one's going to be lore to see how potent it is. Then the second one's going to be stealth, which will be augmented by the lore because, of course, it needs to be stealth. Alrighty.
Nice.
So with that, we'll say you have a 2 in stealth. But yes, you did basically make 2 magical eyes that are fairly see-through, but they are still somewhat innocuous. The door still needs to be opened, as it is not sealed, but it's fairly obvious when it is opened and closed. So you can't just crack this door. People are going to hear it opening and hear it closing. So you can have it basically sneak behind the group that's currently going in. That would make sense. And as you do that, let's see. Alrighty. As your eyes move on into the facility, it looks fairly normal and boring. The lighting is relatively dim. There's a check-in desk, but no one's checking in. The person back there is sort of just chilling and relaxing. I see a lot of folks talking. They're hanging up the masks they were wearing up on a wall, and most of them look like scientists and just general workers and such. They're just sort of discussing.
Really quite relaxed for a a space meth outpost.
Yeah, I mean, they're not doing
Calling
it, so
space meth.
On the sand rail thing vehicle that I put the bomb on, is there any masks on there?
there are 2, yes.
Were the guys going in, were they wearing anything special, or did they all look unique to themselves?
The space mask is both a mask, and so it goes over your head entirely, and it's also connected to like a cowl that would go around your body that you can wrap around yourself.
Well, what I mean is like their outfit though, like their bottom half.
The bottom half was kind of hard to see, but it looked mostly, unfortunately, due to the cowl that wraps around them, brown and then some blacks. So very dark, boring, neutral colors.
So everybody's wearing like a same outfit.
Effectively, yes. All just can now see that, yes.
The only reason I asked is because I was gonna see if we could put the masks on to sneak in with them, if they would notice or not. But if they're all wearing the same thing, then never mind.
Yeah, they also did take their masks off upon entering the facility. Also, Aldris, as your eyes sort of move about, you think for just a moment that someone might have noticed you. So you quickly jolt them off the side. You're forced to hide them behind what looks to be a disposal receptacle, and you wait there just a moment. While they're doing this, Georgiana and Nar, what are you two doing?
Does Nar need any help?
Yeah, I need a guard.
Wait, are you inside the ship or outside the ship?
Outside.
Oh, you're going
Oh.
outside, okay.
Everybody knows it's easier to hack things if you're in the building.
This is true.
Then yes, I will guard you.
All right. Before you guys are able to leave the ship, you actually are hailed.
Oh.
answer.
Yeah. While she's answering, I'm gonna try and make myself not seen.
Okay. How are you?
It'll be really. It'd actually be really awkward if I'm like trying to hide behind Georgiana, and they're like, "We can see you."
That works.
I just don't
fortunately-
want. I just don't want them to look at me. That's all.
Yes, the ship is large enough that you can easily hide. Are you attempting to alter the way you look at all, Georgiana, or you just out there?
I think I'll just go out there.
All right. The screen comes to life after it, and you answer it. You see a relatively stern-looking woman. And she's sort of adjusting a set of glasses she's wearing. She's sort of looking about, clearly busy with something else. And then as she adjusts them again, she looks up into the camera at you, Georgiana, and somewhat shocked at your very, very explosive appearance, if we will. She quickly clears her throat and says, hello, are you coming through? And it's a little staticky, but you can't hear her.
Fix it. I fixed the staticky connection.
Okay. As you're tinkering with it, you haven't said anything just yet, Georgiana, but Nar, you can see that there is definitely something causing some disturbance. You're able to fix it pretty quick, though.
Okay.
While she's fixing it, I'll give her the one finger, one moment, please.
Okay, she looks a little annoyed, but gets back to what she was working on, and then she kind of looks back up. She's like, sort of looking around your ship a bit. From the most part, she can just see you, the chair you're sitting in, and some of your surroundings, but not enough to get a lot of information.
Hi, I can hear you now.
Wonderful. That ship does not look standard. Is there a reason you parked up there?
We're here on business.
And what business would that be?
Our captain is currently meeting with someone.
Oh, are you here for the pickup?
Yes. Say yes.
Yes.
She smiles. Most excellent. We haven't collected everything just yet. You're a little looking down the pad that she's holding. She's kind of clicking through things. It looks like you're about 10 hours early, but
Oh, we made good time. I knew a shortcut.
fair enough. That would probably explain your awkward way of parking and the fact that you didn't tail before you landed. That is acceptable, I guess.
I'm so sorry.
A very
Giggle.
pained and tired smile kind of dances across her face quickly. Yes, of course. I'm sorry. You said your captain was meeting with someone.
Mhm.
As he checked in at the front.
I would assume so.
Wonderful. She looks around a bit, and you can see her talking to someone off screen, and it's not picking up his voice, but you can hear hers. Effectively, she's asking if anyone's checking at the front, and you wait for a second. There's no response, and she goes, "Strange. He has not arrived yet. Is he? You're on the building, right? Did he get on foot or?
Yeah, he was on foot.
Oh, strange. I hope he's not lost along the way. Should we contact him? What is
You
his
know, it's very possible. What was that name he used last time?
name? We forgot.
Can I just say that name?
Sure. The space used car salesman name,
Yeah.
basically. Sure thing. All right. Looking at her notes, she's like, "Strange. Is that a nickname of some variety that does not match with my notes here?"
Yeah, I
Make it
think it's
match
a
the
nickname.
notes. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I think, yeah, I think it's a nickname.
It's a very extravagant nickname. It almost sounds like the nickname has a nickname in it. It-
You know, with my captain's sense of humor, it very well could.
Is that normal with his people come from, whatever he is?
Yeah, I'd say it is.
Quite strange. Well, it won't harm us doing business with you, of course. But as I did mention, you are 10 hours early. So,
I don't mind waiting. We don't mind waiting. In fact, if the captain's lost, great. That'll make up for our extra time.
great. Right. Well, ensure that he's careful. He's more than welcome to come up to the front desk and have a chit-chat with us, but ensure he does not roam the planet, as it's not safe.
I'll let him know ASAP.
Wonderful one. Well, if you need anything, please do not hesitate to call upon us. My
do.
information has now been sent to you. At any moment, you can hail us, call, whatever you need. We'll be here.
Excellent. Thank you.
Good, good. We look forward to doing business with you. As she sort of turns in her chair, whatever she was doing, and gets back to the path that she was working on, she closes the connect.
I turn to Nara. What's the package?
You want to find out?
You bet your ass I do.
Oh, let's go. Well,
All right, the two of you hop off of the Kabuto, and you do the same. You guys are descending.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Where's my boo going, by the way?
Boo goes where you tell him to go. He's support. Is he staying back to kind of watch on things?
I think we do need to leave someone behind.
That would make a lot of
Yeah.
sense. All right, he, Ghost, and Bart will guide and guard the Kabuto. Since you already made a wonderful notice roll, Georgiana, both Nara and G, go ahead and roll me still. I'll add that little bonus to you. Ooh,
You know, I'm not good at stealth, right?
you get a +2. That's a 4. Due to your
Practically
wonderful
the
roll.
same.
Not bad, not bad. Fortunately, you're not seen, but it's close.
You know, if I stealth at all, that would be Nara's dress down woman, right?
Yeah. I'm like dressed down, and she's like, "Oh, you mean my yellow outfit?"
my how about my sand colored one?
How about my baby pink instead of hot pink? Yeah, like I think that's. You hold up 2 outfits, and I'm like, ooh.
No. I looked to Liam. Are you
Try
scared?
again. Get Liam's assassin gear. I'm sure you can fit in it.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
I'd like to think that your sand-colored dress would shimmer in the light.
Definitely.
Because it can't just be boring sand-colored.
No, 100% it shimmers.
It's glitter.
Yeah.
It's like glittery sand colored. And like, so she holds up the sand one. I'm like, oh, that could be good. And then the second we get outside and the sunlight hits it, it's like a beacon.
Yes.
And I'm like, wait a second.
That's not what I thought it was.
How about you be a decoy and I go in? Don't actually leave me alone. I don't want.
I was about to say.
Yeah, sorry. Not that was a real joke. Don't leave me alone.
I won't. I promise.
Alrighty, and may I ask how the two of you are descending the building, by the way? Aldous could fly, and Ryder has his little jetpacks, but it's about a 30-story building. You guys are just laying on top of it.
Are you telling me the Kabuto doesn't have like a ladder?
I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's 30 stories. It's a very, very, very long ladder. You would not want to go down that.
Wow, the Kabuto is that big?
What? No. I'm saying you're on a building that's 30 stories tall. You're getting to the bottom, right? Of this building?
Yeah.
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 A
That's the goal.
30-story ladder?
Call it an elevator.
That'd be like an endurance test.
Wait, can I take my mech?
No.
You can.
I thought we were trying to be subtle. Oh my god. No more subtlety? Not anymore? Okay. I should have known this would happen.
She rolled enough stealth to not be seen. If you want to be in your mech, that is a
but
possibility, but
does
going
it-
forward, it's going to be very obvious.
I
and
mean, if
huge.
we're gonna do that, then we need her mech. Can't we just walk down? Like, aren't there like a set of, I don't know, stairs?
You
Like-
expect
like a-
me to
like-
walk down 30 flights of stairs?
All right, do we have a rope that's 35 stories long?
Oh my god.
How about, wait, hear me out.
This
I
is the
simply
future.
jump out the window and you try and catch me at the bottom. I think it would look very cool.
That would look very cool.
I love to be a splatter on the ground.
Don't get bored waiting for it to fall.
Are you trying to tell us that we have a teleporter hub?
No, I'm saying you could have something. Ryder used his like the little jetpack assistance. He didn't just.
I would imagine we probably all have like backpacks, right?
I make Georgiana wings.
Do they function like a bird or like a jetpack?
Like a bird.
Like booster wings, right?
No, like a bird.
Wings?
Yeah, like, maximum ride.
I have always wanted to be like Aldris. OMG.
Always, ever since you were a child.
Exactly.
I
Look up for the
modeled
one
him
bird
after
man.
Aldris, but I don't tell him because I'm afraid he wouldn't like it.
And how are you descending, Dara?
I'm carrying her, obviously.
She's holding me in her arms like a princess.
like
Alright.
a princess.
What do you think I am?
That makes sense. Okay. As the two of you descend in a stealthy, not stealthy manner, you almost think you are seen. And while I say this does not break stealth because you did indeed pass, it's going to be a little hairy going forward. You guys do indeed, after some flappage and maybe some bumping into the wall a bit, fortunately you do have it to guide you, Georgiana, you do eventually reach the bottom.
Excellent.
Are you guys looking at the same building that Ryder and Aldris are, or are you going somewhere else?
I kind of assumed somewhere else.
Yeah, wherever the main building is. Did they not give us like a coordinate, a docking bay or anything?
They sort of pointed one out to Georgia. I'm not sure if she paid any attention to it, but there is somewhere where you guys could have landed now that you're looking down.
Well, I would have clocked it then.
Okay.
So we head towards that.
The two of you head towards the standard landing strip. As you notice they have one other guest, and they have various other ships and such. You do see that there are many folk here who are indeed armed. They're not fully outward and exposed, as they are sort of pushed up against the wall. The sand and the wind doesn't really get to them, but they are on alert. Are you wearing anything different, Georgiana, or just your standard garb?
My standard, obviously.
Of course, of course.
Especially if I have wings.
All right, and you're walking over towards this landing strip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably look like a goddess, by the way.
You look very particular. Are you still holding Nara?
Well, I mean, if we're walking, then no.
Okay, just wondering. An important question. As you walk over to this group, they kind of give each other a confused look, and they don't point their weapons at you, but they do indeed have them at the ready. You can't obviously hear them over this distance, but they kind of give you a wave of like, come over here. We need to speak with you.
All right, I'll smile, wave back, and saunter over.
Okay. As you're sauntering over, we'll go back over to Ryder and Aldris. Are you back, Bird Boy? Birdle? Maybe not. Alrighty. Ryder, sorry.
Aldris. I'm not a bird.
Right, he's currently
Oh,
old
man.
Ryder. Currently AFK. Alright. I will say you did see the group walking around the room. Aldris did tell you that, but he did have to hide real quick because one of them almost noticed.
I've been trying to think of the name I used when I was a car salesman.
I mean, you can just look up the video real quick. I did name the token.
A
Did you
video?
really?
What, did you put it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. What is your plan in the meantime, then?
I guess. Fuck.
What are you trying to accomplish?
I want to sneak in, but I mean, did Gigi tell me that they're expecting me?
Yes. I definitely would have radioed that. Also, they said to be careful not to wander around because that's kind of sketch.
It is kind of sketch.
Like, I'm not sure if they're hiding something or if there's something dangerous.
They're hiding their drug
The
outposts.
dunes.
I mean, I didn't sense anything. I didn't scan anything from in the dunes, right? Nothing showed up.
There's essentially no life at all out there. There's a few creatures that are just, struggling to remain relevant, but not much. So what is the plan, Mr. Captain?
Oh, sorry.
Technically, you're both hidden still.
I was trying to look up your YouTube. I don't know what the hell it's called.
Just my name.
Yeah, just talk to me, Eddie.
There we go.
Yeah,
You have to spell Yeti wrong. Y-E-T-T-I.
Thieving thieves or buying thieves?
Probably
the last episode.
probably the last one. Yeah, the one before that most likely.
Wild Billy Oakley.
Wild Billy Oakley.
Oh,
There
that
it
hurts
is.
so bad to do that.
That
There
sounds about
it
right.
is.
Oh, I don't know if I can do the voice today, but
You don't have to.
Are you sure?
I hurt myself. So.
Oh, how sad.
Oh, did Mom not tell you what happened?
No.
Did you hurt yourself again?
So I was at jujitsu last night, and I got someone in a guillotine,
Okay.
and I was on my way of choking him.
As one
And-
does.
Yeah, as one does. And his head's in my arm area. So my hands, gripping, because I have to hold on to my hands. So my hands are against my ribs, and I rolled over on him, and he reached up to kind of get my hands, from being clasped. So he like kind of dug his finger into my rib cage, and then as he did that, I like pulled really hard to like guillotine him harder. And when I did that, I heard a pop on my ribs.
Ouch.
Oh.
That doesn't
So-
sound great.
Yeah, so I what do you call it? Popped my cartilage on my rib.
Ow.
Yeah, so there's a huge bump on it right now, and I thought I broke something, but my coach said nothing's broken. So, yeah, super fun. So,
Well,
slightly hurts to breathe in really hard.
That sounds not
Rip
great.
injuries will do that.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm fine.
I forgive
Just
you.
can't do your
You don't
Billy
need to
Oakley
do
accent.
the Billy Oakley accent. You're good.
You have the Billy Oakley fast pass. You're good.
I'll
Basically.
talk with a country accent, but I just can't go as loud. Oh,
He's
Lord.
whispering.
Music started again.
Has it been off?
It's
Oh,
been
I
on
turned it
me.
off. I turned it off just because it was
Oh,
loud.
okay.
Or down. I
Wild
mean.
Billy Oakley.
Wild Billy Oakley.
All right.
So, Gigi tells me that. So I'll just tell Aldris. Even though he's not here right now, or
Okay.
maybe he is. Who knows? That we're gonna go inside. You're gonna be my just guy that comes with me or whatever. But we're gonna play it smooth until we get to a place where we can fuck shit up. But because we saw so many guys, we can't do it obviously instantly.
Yes, and from what you can tell, Ryder, upon looking at them, they might be armed with standard pistols, but you don't see them armed with anything major. These
Well, I
these
just
look
want to
folks
get
who
to
work here.
where the good stuff is, so then
Yeah.
I can be like, yeah, ow, yeah. Anyways, all right. So I go inside. I open the door,
Alright.
and I'm like, "Well, howdy doody."
You
The
notice that
name's Wild Billy Oakley.
the large group in front of you has mostly dissipated. They moved over to the left and to the right into some push doors. Once again, they don't look like they're locked or anything. And the individual at the desk sort of kind of gives you a look from across the way because you're a good ways off, sort of squinting their eyes at you, and they just wave you over. They wave you to come closer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how far they were.
Yeah, they're about like 30, 40 feet.
I walk up and I'm like, I'm here to pick up my package.
Oh yes,
Package.
you're John. Oh, 10 hours early. Yes.
Listen, I was in the neighborhood, so I thought might as well stop by. Instead of waiting.
Right.
I'd rather
Well,
have it now than later.
Understandable. If you don't mind waiting here in the waiting room, you're more than welcome, as you are indeed early. I can't say we can entertain you with anything, as well. He sort of motions to the room, which is very featureless. It's quite boring here unless you do the work. So, I guess just have a seat, Mr. I'm sorry, what you going by again?
Wild Billy Oakley.
He stares at you for a second, kind of licks his lips, and slowly looks down to the hat in front of him. Odd, that's not the name we have here on record, but I was
I like
told-
to switch it up so people can't trace me. With the dealings that we're doing here. You gotta keep it fresh so you can't get people on your tail.
He nods at that, understanding it. Stood. I'll add a note here that you enjoy the nickname Wild Billy Oakley, but not all the time, right?
Si, senor.
All right, he gives you a little wink, and you can see him sort of typing that in. Well, excellent. I guess you can stay here if you wish. He motions to the side of the room where there's sort of a line of chairs and such, and there's a table, but there's no entertainment. It's almost just there, just to be there. There aren't even any fake plants in this lobby. Effectively, they pretty much never get guests. You would assume. You may sit there if you wish. I'll be. He motions to himself here. Not going anywhere, watching you, I guess.
Well, you look like you just had the funnest job in the world.
It's not great, but
Bless your heart.
it's the bills paid. All that matters. You'd be more than welcome to wait in your ship if you'd like.
No, I'll wait here. It's fine.
Nod slowly at that. Well, all
Hearing
right
you.
then.
Look at you and your soul.
All right, enjoy your time sitting there then. And he goes back to whatever he was reading as he leans back.
Aldris? Aldris, you there? Birdman?
Where you go?
Walk.
He said BRB a moment ago.
I'm
yes.
while I go back to sit,
Mhm.
I'm gonna release my drone on my, from myself, and he's gonna go low, stay hidden, and he's gonna go zip right by him.
All right, so you're checking the back rooms.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna have to go ahead and roll me stealth to give you a +1, not a +2 due to the scenario. All right, good. Your little bot rolls by and he's
He's
tinkering
not
with
in
something.
flying
and
mode. He's in crawling mode until
Alright,
he gets past.
he kind of rolls and crawls his way by. The door kind of just barely just kind of swings a bit. But you time it with him kind of coughing and shifting about in his chair, and he looks over to the door and kind of squints his eyes. Like, did that just move? Shrugs and goes back to what he was doing. And you start to roll into the back room. Switch over to Georgiana and Nara. As I mentioned, there are 2 to 3 men that are very much obviously armed. They're not attempting to hide it at all. They have rifles. Not pointing them at you, but the weapons are at the ready and they are holding them. If they were to need to push, aim them at you, they would be ready in less than a second. They motioned you to come on over. Georgiana,
So with my spider.
Indeed. So you sauntered on over, and Nara, I assumed you walk like a normal person.
Yeah.
Less violent hip swinging.
Yeah, but I'm definitely. So I'm trying to appear unconcerned, but I'm worried that they might know who I am.
Fair enough.
Just because, I have this fear that we're gonna walk in to the office, and there's gonna be a watered poster with my face on it, because that's just how she's feeling right now.
That would be unfortunate.
Do I notice she's nervous?
It's subtle. You don't think they'll notice it, but you can kind of see it. Little ticks. But yeah, you can see a little bit of it.
Can I grab her hand?
Sounds not.
It's clammy as hell.
I give it a
A little
squeeze.
wipe.
I give it a squeeze.
Okay. I don't let go. I'm nervous. I did steal something pretty big from these people.
My mood towards these men now may indicate that I'm up for a threesome.
Oh my god.
Okay. They.
Well, I mean, you are though, always.
Always.
bare minimum.
If you really want to get wild, how about 5 or 6?
Exactly.
Perfect.
That's just the starting course. They they're not really sure exactly, like, what is she doing? Is she trying to be sexy? Like, what's going on here? They're very much kind of giving like
Trying. Excuse me.
the mood in the area. This isn't really somewhere where you like sexify someone, so they're not really sure if this is just you.
It's just natural.
Yeah, they're not sure if it's natural or if this is just you're doing a bit basically. So they're a little more confused now, and obviously you are dressed very inappropriately for the desert, both colors and just generally. As you are within earshot, you fully walk up to these 2 gentlemen, and you do see a third standing behind them. They sort of give you a nod and say, "What's your business here?"
Nara, we would have pre-discussed this.
Was I able to glean anything on their orders on their computers?
These guys specifically are just here to greet and to guard.
Well, I mean, like information to give them to show that we are supposed to be here. You know what I mean? Like
So
the names
far-
of the
So far, all you know is the information you guys got from the call. It seems that most of the information is closed circuit, so you'd need to connect to something to get like real
Okay.
good information.
Well, I say we're just here for the pickup for the delivery, I guess.
Eyes are narrowed, and they look up to the Kabuto, which is parked on top of a building, and he just kind of points the gun at it and says, "That's your ship?"
That's
Is that
our
a
ship.
problem?
Yeah, why'd you park it up there?
Because it looks cool.
It had a nice view.
They look to each other, look up to the ship. The third person kind of shifts behind them and also looks up at the ship, and you can all see that the legs of the Kabuto actually do fit perfectly around this building.
I mean, is that not a golden opportunity? Tell me
This-
you wouldn't do that.
They slowly nod to each other, and the building could obviously support the weight of the Kabuto, as it is just a big hunk of metal, basically. And they kind of go, "Well, not traditional. That is acceptable, I guess. But, well," and they look back at each other and then to you.
Well,
"Sorry, yes."
sorry. Go on.
"Oh, no, please. I insist."
Next time, we'll use the real parking space, but like this time, it just felt right to do it like that.
"Well, it has a certain allure to it, so I'll let it slide, I guess. I assume
Thank
the
you
two
so
of you are
much.
here to check in."
Where's the desk?
Well,
Front desk?
they point to the larger building, the one that both Ryder and Aldris went to. Well, currently to just Ryder. Aldris is a birdman, and while there are some bird folk, he does stand out a bit, just due to his general nature. So when he gets back, we'll decide where he is.
Okay.
But he points to the building. Ryder went to.
Where are you?
The,
Right
that
here.
is the as the bird returned.
See, you make a Blink 182 joke, he comes back.
Most excellent. So Ryder went into the building, Aldris. You could have followed him if you wished. Up to you.
I mean, I guess.
Okay. As you
better just chill outside.
up to you. You can see
Oh,
the
I
two
don't- I
girls
don't know
are
if you-
walking and speaking to some of the other guards. So you
I
do
don't
see
think
that
he was here
transpire.
when Gigi told them that I was gonna go inside.
Oh yeah,
I'll just go inside with you.
not entirely sure how much you heard when you had to step away, but they think you guys are supposed to be here as you guys are picking up some goods. You're just 10 hours early.
Oh, only 10 hours.
Only 10 hours. So
Mere 10
Only 10.
hours.
they're a little confused, but all the same, it's like,
Currently going by, yeah.
as you enter the Eva building, you can see that Ryder is waiting. He's already sent one of his little stealth bots to the back room. This room is completely empty, very large. It's effectively a lobby, but it is not very appealing. There is a single person waiting, reading something on a data pad. The person that Ryder previously talked to doesn't concern as long as you have fun sitting there and waiting. Just finds it odd that you are content with sitting there. And during this time, while you two are in there, the two girls are made aware of this building as the men with guns are discussing that with them. It says, traditionally you check in here and then you will check into the building.
Oh yeah, Aldris, by the way, I'm going by the name Wild Billy Oakley right now,
Okay.
because that's what Gigi said my name was.
This is fine.
I'm a little surprised they didn't have the actual pickup's name on record.
They did.
Oh, so they're willingly accepting a nickname?
Your guys' excuse was they use nicknames to not be followed as easily.
All right.
You confirmed that that is indeed my name, but I'm going by Wild Billy Oakley today. Wink, and they went, "Oh, okay, that makes sense."
So
You said
I
for
wanna
security
walk
reasons.
I want to walk up to him. So does he have the pad of like people that are supposed to be like getting shit today?
You would assume so, yeah. He was looking
So
at it,
if
looking
I
for a
walked
name.
up to the desk, would I be able to see it somehow?
His back is facing the wall, so it'd be very difficult. You have to be sitting like in his lap.
Who says I can't chat with him?
I mean, I'll sit in his lap if that doesn't work.
God.
I'm just trying to figure out the name of the person that I'm supposed to be, just in case they do ask me at some point, so then I can say the actual name.
That is a good idea.
On that note,
Wait, are the girls coming into the building now?
I was going to ask that. Are you moving over to the building now?
Yeah.
They wish you luck, tell you to be careful, and Georgiana and Nara head to the building. Ryder and Aldris, as you two are waiting, a little bit of time has passed, Ryder, so I'll go ahead and dump some information on you. Your little stealth bot is wriggling and moving about the back rooms. And as it does, you can see there are various folk walking around, there are various hallways. Nothing too crazy, but you do see there are various armed guards almost instantly upon moving past the push doors. As I mentioned, there aren't really any locks or anything. Past this room and past the hallways, as the little bot rolls about, you notice that there is indeed a singular door, a double door, that is locked. Once again, there are more guards on this door. If the little bot wishes to go by this area into that zone, you're more than welcome to do so. It looks like this most likely is the stairs down, as there is indeed a stairs up, which once again has a lock on it. So it seems that each room is sort of divided from the others with a lock. You do notice that various scientists and folk that are working here have a key card around their neck that sort of flash in front of the door. Takes a second, it beeps, the door opens, they go up or they go down. It doesn't seem like either direction is more or less important. It just seems like they want to keep the rooms divided. Keep track of people. Know who goes where. You notice only one person goes through at a time. So if 3 people want to go by, they each individually have to go beep, 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 and then it'll let 3 people through. And there are guards ensuring this is the case.
Interesting.
Also, your bot has not been noticed because he's a very good stealthy boy. So those are all the things you've seen up until this point, Ryder, as you see both Georgiana and Nara come on through.
I'm gonna tell my drone to come back.
Begins to roll back, and as the doors open, they are wonderfully timed with the side door opening again, with a nice little quiet creak. See the gentleman at the desk look up to see a very, very flamboyant woman and a less flamboyant woman enter the building. And he
well, would you look at that?
He goes to say something,
Howdy doody, girls.
but he sees you guys talking to each other and just kind of goes out. Each other. He goes back to what he was doing.
I got tired of waiting.
Oh, well, that's a change.
Well, I knew I couldn't keep you waiting. This is the fine fellow over here. He told us to wait.
He doesn't look up from his data pad, just waves at you.
Can I get into that data pad?
You need to physically touch it or somehow get into their system in another way.
Let's just say I have a watch.
Okay.
That has a mini computer.
I want to lean over the counter to chit chat with this guy.
Okay.
Are you gonna?
Especially since he's ignoring me. He didn't even look.
Do you have a low-cut shirt?
He is missing. Of course. And it's a low-cut dress. Get it straight.
Well,
All right.
I imagine it blowing in the wind very majestically.
A little dirty because of all the sand.
That's natural. It's
but for the most part, yeah, protected. Your hair just miraculously just beats back any kind of, extraneous invaders. So that's nice and beautiful. As you walk a bit closer, he does a double take on you, Georgiana, as you just stick out quite a bit, and he kind of looks down to his pad and looks up to you and doesn't say anything, just kind of giving you just a look as you're walking up to his desk.
Hi, you look busy.
Did we lose the southern accent?
Huh?
Did we lose the southern accent?
No.
you did have it a second ago.
You did have it a second
Keep it
ago.
going.
All right.
Keep it going.
I'm not an actress. Leave me alone.
I believe in you.
Maintain
I believe in
the
you.
facade.
You cannot drop character. It is of the utmost importance that you do not.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I don't actually want to talk to him. Just I'm gonna pretend I'm RPing, okay?
Oh, wait, you don't actually want to talk to him? What are you RPing?
Oh, you're just talking to him?
Yeah, I'm just talking to him.
Nothing in particular?
Yeah.
Are you trying to create a distraction for me? Because
Yeah,
that'd
I'm
be
trying to create a
incredibly-
distraction.
All right. I will say he is enamored with whatever he's reading. So what are you talking to him about? Because he.
I mean, I'll ask what he's reading then.
Okay. He kind of pauses for a moment, but sure, whatever. And he just lets you know that he's reading a story, a short story.
It's is it fan fiction?
Potentially, you're not entirely sure. He's pretty quick with how he says things. Just like, just a book, one written by a friend. And he just things like that. Like,
Said
oh,
one
is it?
written by a friend.
Yeah.
Definitely fan fiction then.
Potentially. But he
I
does. He's still holding it.
I'm very interested by this. Can I read it?
This is my only copy. Sorry.
You can transfer me a file, a copy.
My friend's a bit shy. He'd prefer a file for now.
Oh, and I pout.
Okay. If you want to really get him to give it to you, I'll let you roll for it if you want.
I am actually curious. Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. What would I roll?
I know you have a stat in.
Rapport.
Sure.
Actually, rapport means I have to know people, right?
Not necessarily. I believe their definition of report. My God, it's so squishy. Is this alphabetical? Persuasion, charisma, conversation skills, charm, etc., etc.
Then that's perfect. Yes.
That is indeed.
Finally, I get to use my rapport stat. I put a 3 in it. Damn it.
You did, which is why I told you to roll for it. And he pauses a moment, and kind of you bat your eyes, just that nice and special way. Not too much. Doesn't look like you're pandering. It doesn't look like you're really trying to butter him up. It looks natural. You look legitimately interested. And he kind of sighs and says, "Will you delete it when you're done?"
Sure, I can promise that.
When I said he was shy, I was pretty serious. He's looking to become a writer, and well, you know.
Well, if I have anything good to say, I will.
You with Mr. Wild Billy Oakley over there in the corner?
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
but we'll be here a while, so I figure I got time to read.
Approximately 9 hours and 45 minutes. You have time to read.
Oh, wow, you counted just the minutes. All right.
He quickly turns the data pad to you. And he's like, "See the time," and then he begins to sort of ready a transfer, and he assumes you have your pad ready.
Yes, I pulled
right.
it out.
He sort of leans it forward and then beep 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 beep. And after a moment, as he's doing this, the data begins to send. It's very quick. It's just text basically. There's some pictures and such in there and some notes. It's transferring should only take but a moment. And while she's doing this, Nara, are you doing anything?
Yeah. I'm as subtly as possible on like a maybe I have my own data pad or something that I'm working on, but really attacking into his data pad.
Okay. We can say since your guys's all your data is linked, whatever's sent to Georgiana is inherently also sent to you, Nara.
It's like malware.
Exactly. And since he is willfully opening the streams, if you will, he is sharing, and it just might, be able to go both ways. So go ahead and roll me some of that sweet burgle.
Wait, why did he say we have 9 hours to wait? I thought we were getting the package early because we got here early.
They have to prep it.
They have to prep. It.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna take 9 hours.
Probably not, but he's just
Well,
counting
I
it
mean,
down for you.
it's not like we're actually gonna wait 9 hours. We're not here actually to get the stuff.
We actually
Oh,
have to
oh,
wait
yeah,
real
but-
hours.
but-
real
No, this is-
real time hours.
Real
yeah,
time.
we
Sorry,
have to
yeah.
pretend.
Yeah, this is me real time. Sorry, guys. I gotta go to bed. No.
Nope.
Good morning.
Session isn't over yet.
Exactly. Alrighty. As you're able to kind of fang dangle your way in there, Nara, you get quick access to his pad. Tell me what precisely you're looking for. He's not going to see it. Whatever you grab, he's not going to be able to see.
Well, first of all,
Yes.
I want to find out who sent the story. Whose story it is.
whose story it is?
Yeah, I want to see the friend. I want to see who sent it to him.
Sure. The friend's name is Rolfa.
All right, I log that in the little book there.
Okay.
And then I want to get I guess I want to get the personnel files of everybody there.
Alrighty. That will indeed take a second, but you're able to kind of slurp it right on up. At the same time, Georgiana is being sent this file. It is very, very quick, very snappy, but you're able to get all of it without being seen, including this name from the book. And you also, just inadvertently, got the book.
Nice.
Right,
When he's done, I am going to go sit down and read it.
Wait, what's my name supposed to be?
Yeah, what is it supposed to be?
She has a lot of information, so it'll definitely take you a second. But you know it's in there somewhere. And after he finishes sending it to you, Georgiana, he kind of notices something in his pad, and he like pokes it like twice and just shrugs. Stupid updates. All right. Well, since you've the time, what was your name again?
Me?
Georgiana he's talking to.
Okay.
Georgiana.
All right, Georgiana. Go and let me know what you think about that. You do have the time, after all.
I will.
He smiles, leans back in his chair, and gets back to the story. None the wiser.
All right, I will sit down and read while we wait.
All right, perfect. And
I know, it's amazing I can read.
I mean, no one's surprised at that.
What? All I do is spend my time flying.
I hope you can read.
Of course I can read.
Only a
But
little.
I'm usually flying. There's not much time for reading when I'm flying.
Alrighty. And while you're digging through that info, Nara, the first thing you look up is the correct name of this person picking shit up. All right.
Mhm.
Their name is Jania Yugon.
Where are you
Said-
getting these names from, Wilbur?
Jania.
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 So like Jania.
Okay.
Or Jania.
That's my name.
Yugon.
That's your name?
Hey,
New
Cat.
name.
My name's supposed to be Jania Yugon.
Yep, that is that is technically the person's name.
I hate it.
Time to do a background
Your name
search.
now.
Maybe that's why you have a nickname.
I
Yeah,
am
Nara.
Captain. What was it? Yugon?
Mm.
Yugon?
Yeah.
Captain Yugon.
See.
What's the oh man. I real life lost my train of thought.
Wow, was my bad joke?
I guess I'd
Sorry.
ask, what's the hold up? Are we getting the product or what?
Oh yeah, is there info on the product? God,
Well, it depends what she's looking for.
is there info on what the product is?
Yeah, it's drugs.
It's drugs, yeah.
Where's
Oh.
it supposed to be going? Doesn't matter.
They don't care.
What
You're purchasing
the
them to
point
sell them.
was that
Is what you can
we
say.
are here
Is he the only one in the room?
to.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is there
like I mentioned,
elevator music in the background?
there's no music, but like I said, literally past these two push doors are armed guards. So
Yeah, but
so the
in the
point
next
here-
in the next door, or the door that we entered from.
the door, so there's a door to his left and a door to his right, about 10 feet from each. If you were to push open that door, you would basically be face to face with someone with a gun, like instantly.
Uh-huh.
So the inside of the lobby looks somewhat welcoming, almost like they just kind of gave up making it look welcoming, and it's definitely far too big for what it's not being used for. Very much wasteful space. But the most I could do is just kind of throw an extra wall down and cut the space in half. But from what your little robot told you, If you were to hit this guy or hurt this guy or do anything or say anything strange, there would be a guard not 10 feet away.
So silently. Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
And
as you do, he's like slowly lowers his pad and just kind of breathes out.
What does he look like?
He's not really old, but he's definitely a man in his years, like 50, or around 50 or so. You
looking?
can tell. Definitely human looking. No hair. He just kind of shaved all that off. Fairly strong jaw, but in general, he's a little doughy. He's got some thick to him, and he looks to be about in his not too much of a chunker. He's a little rotund, and kind of small eyes, but they don't look mean. He has a rather large, kind of wide nose as well.
Is there a
his
chair
skin
in
is
front of
weathered
his
with
desk
age.
or nothing?
No, he's sitting in a chair, but there's nothing in front of it.
I'm gonna kind of like sit on his desk, like kind of ish, and I'm like, so how long do you think it's going to take until we get the the Prada?
He slowly puts the pad back down, face down, and sighs again and says, "Well, Mr. Oakley, it'll most likely be ready when it's ready."
You speak so much facts without speaking at all.
He nods.
I do finger guns at him.
He does one back with like zero
But-
emotion behind it.
When I do the finger guns, my metal hand, my finger, like my tip of my finger, pops out like Inspector Gadget,
Mhm.
and it shoots a little sleeping dart out.
Definitely roll me shoot.
How
Sleeping
silly
dart.
would it be if you missed?
No!
Okay.
I think I cursed that. I'm so
Hey.
sorry.
Fate.
You do have a fate point. Okay. Are you re-rolling or are you just adding +2?
Can he tie it or no?
If you tie, there will be a complication.
Wait, why does he have +3? That's lame.
He's a guard. His job is to notice things. That's the one thing he's good
Yeah,
at.
but that's
He's not
like,
dodging. He's noticing it.
I was tricking him.
Yeah.
It's like that's like in mid motion of me going.
This is the one thing he does. He's watching you. His only job.
Reroll or give me +2.
Yeah, you can do +2 or reroll. Up to you. I also will say, if you guys work together, you do get those +2s and those other things for free.
I don't know how distracting it was. Be what I was gonna say earlier. Since I'm just sitting in a chair being bored, I'd probably just make like a little magic light show.
Yeah, if you did something weird or Georgiana was talking to him or something, that could have added. But you don't fail. So re-rolling, and remember you can use more than one fate point. Re-rolling, obviously because of a freaking +4, will most likely get it for you. You did roll -2. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
I am also reading, so I can't help.
Right, exactly.
Oh, are you engrossed in this book? Is it good? What's the quality, GM?
I'm just gonna roll a flat fate roll, and we'll see how good this is. This is just flat die +0.
It's mediocre.
It is mediocre. It is. There's definitely something there. It is a romance, by the way. 2 star-crossed lovers.
Oh, my favorite. That's why I'm engrossed, by the way.
Yes, and they are torn apart
I'm
by
trying to read
war
it over your shoulder.
and by
Just 'cause
family
I think it's funny.
and by family duty. It is not sloppily written, but you feel like you've read the story before. As we know, it's how the story is told, not necessarily what the story is about. That's important, but it's the way it's told isn't exactly inspiring confidence. So
Well, that's really sad. I was
not bad.
I was hoping for better.
yeah, it's
I
by
was
no means
hoping for the
bad.
next great space novel.
Yeah, well, unfortunately,
Next great space opera.
we didn't find a diamond in the rough. Shame.
Shame.
But with this, Ryder, there is no complication. He just kind of finger guns back. You see his eyes widen for a moment, and before he can say anything, the dart enters his doughy man flesh, and he kind of he goes to say
Ew.
something, but he and then just kind of falls back softly because he was in a chair, and his pad was already down, so he doesn't drop it.
Well,
And he seems to be sleeping.
Brew, you know what this means? time to
Get going.
get
Getting.
going.
Alright.
Just so we're getting rid of this outpost, right? That's the goal here,
Yes,
essentially.
we're going to blow it up.
And then now I feel kind of bad because that guy clearly has a friend that's an aspiring
Care about his
novelist.
friend. Everyone has friends.
Um,
We've killed plenty of people.
Okay, but it's not cold-blooded murder.
Alright, do I see potential in this story?
If your question is cold-blooded murder, the guy is completely defenseless and sleeping, so now would be murder. Yeah.
Alright, I'm
Feels wrong.
Now it's a bit
no,
questionable.
no, I agree. I also feel bad.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna call
Put the guy to sleep. I didn't
Yeah.
kill him.
he's knocked out.
No, I have an idea.
Yeah, to be clear, he's knocked out. So
We
you don't have to mess with that.
knock out everybody.
Whoa,
in
whoa!
one
We are not
room.
pacifists.
Also, that
blow
is very
up
difficult.
The product. Send the message to the person in charge and then get out. I just,
No, we kill people. We blow stuff up.
but
and then we get-
I think that we don't generally just kill people out of nowhere.
They're bad
the
people.
plan was to
They're
not
good people.
kill. I thought these were just like normal dudes here.
Yeah, we weren't gonna kill civilians.
No, we went to the gangster one, not the civilian one. Because Daniel said if we wanted to go
Maybe
to
they're
the
just
normal,
trying to make a buck.
he said if
Aren't
we
we
wanted to go
all?
to the civilian one or the bad one, and I said the bad one. So all the people here are gangsters and shit.
Well, no, I didn't say
AKA
that.
the people that would be going after us.
I didn't say that.
Okay, but is
Yeah,
it like
but-
people
But
who are just
there should be some civilians
employed?
too.
Yeah, so there are regular workers here, but there's no
Like
place
I
that's
said, we're not
just
blowing the
yeah.
whole place up.
Right,
We're
right,
killing the bad people, because obviously when once we go through those doors, we'll see
How
who's
do we
bad
know
and
who's
who's not.
who?
Well, obviously the scientists are good.
Yeah, so from what you saw, right, from what you saw, these scientists did not look armed, Ryder. You're a little robot. There are guards that are very obviously armed, but you didn't go up or down floors, so you can't tell from there. But the scientists, if you will, the people that are working here, are very clearly different than those that are armed. Now, they might have a small firearm on them, but from what you could tell upon first glance, you didn't see it.
But how are we supposed to not kill those people?
Listen, it's
Carefully.
very easy. The plan is we go inside, we kill all the guards, we let go, we tell the scientists to get the heck out. We finish planting all my bombs, and then maybe steal some drugs, and then we blow it up. Boom. Done. Yeah, like we
Alright.
sold drugs last time. That's how we got some extra cash.
Like, oh, that's true. You're right. We did do that.
I mean, it's better than just blowing it up.
Yeah. All right. I get it.
Okay, so outside the next doors, there's 2 guards. They are armed. So we need to take them out quietly first, and then we can start making our way through, getting the scientists out, and popping some heads. Gucci?
I guess let's get getting.
Who wants to be next to me to kind of do like a double whammy of these guards?
I feel like that would best be relegated to Georgiana, unless she is still engrossed in her romance novel.
I mean, I guess I can break
I
away.
assume you're free now.
Gigi, you
Did
can
you-
save the
Have you
novel
gotten
for
to the
later.
sexy chapters yet?
Probably not. I'm not. I mean, I imagine
I
I'm
think you can
probably
put
a
it
fast
down.
reader since I don't have much time.
I mean,
You're
you
like,
can take it
alright.
with you.
I put you put your fake bookmark in it,
Yes.
and then we get to work. You highlight something,
yes.
underline it.
So am I knocking these guys out, or am I distracting for someone else to knock them out?
No, the 2 guards were taken out, and then we're gonna make our way through.
All right.
So are they like against the door, or like how are they, Daniel?
So, if you imagine Ghost is the guy you guys just knocked out, Ryder and Georgiana are the 2 doors that lead to the next room. Upon passing through these 2 doors, they go into the next room. There's many other rooms to the right and to the left, but you know those are mostly full of people just working. They are rather large, but once again, just people working. You did see very obvious guards that were standing effectively opposite that direction. So let's say like this is the wall right here. Past the wall, so door here, chair here. Once you move in, there you saw a guard just kind of here and here, just kind of walking around, but they're very close to the door. And then across the way, there are more guards, but they're not super close together. If you move in, those 2 guards, once they're taken out, obviously the other guards will be alerted. At total, you counted maybe like 6 guards.
Okay, GG, put a silencer on your pistol. I'm gonna put a silencer on my gun, and we're gonna take the 2 guards out in the front. Hopefully the other guards don't see, so we can move in. We can drop those guys down quietly, and then start making our way through.
All right.
Metal Gear Solid style. All right, ready?
Sure.
Shoot!
What's Aldris and Nara doing? Holy shit.
Fucking damn.
Oh
That's as
my
high as you can literally roll.
God.
You rolled a +4.
Woohoo!
Oh my god. Well, whoever you shot's dead.
Woohoo.
Jesus. Aldris, before we get to that,
Because I do this lucky in D&D.
Nara swoons.
Nara swoons.
to be fair, your bad luck is in every game.
I wish Liam had seen that.
You rolled
Pathetic.
Liam's always with you, don't worry. I mean,
Creepy.
What? I'm trying to impress him. How's that creepy?
I think always with
Oh.
He's always with you. Is creepy.
Always
Obviously.
watch
What? No. Why else? Why would the other thing be creepy? Think about it. Think about it.
Just checking.
Meek agrees. All right, as they're getting ready to breach, Aldris and Nara, what are you 2 doing?
Playing with my light show still because I haven't realized what they're doing.
Okay.
I'm trying to get into the head and what is the boss of this particular outpost.
Mhm.
I want to get into their system
Okay.
so that I can send the stop looking for us notice to the main guys from that outpost.
All right, that works. So that you're not noticed, of course, you have his data pad and you have a direct access. As I mentioned, this is a closed off system, but you now have access to said system. So you're definitely able to mess with that. As they're shooting, go ahead and roll me some burgle. Basically, you're just gonna have to do a few of these. Hopefully, you don't roll too low so you're noticed.
Well, let me try that again.
Okay.
Do you think it'll be worse the second time? Taking bets now.
Math. Okay.
I refuse to bet against that.
Well,
That's cruel
can I
and
give
unusual
myself
punishment.
a +2?
You want to go? You want to use 2 fate points on that one roll?
No.
Okay.
No. No,
a
I'll
two-
take the 2.
A 2 is acceptable. It'll be a slow start, but it is indeed acceptable. You might have some interference. Someone might be made aware that you're trying to sneaky on in.
It's just because I swooned a second ago. I need to, I need to get my head back on right.
Fair enough. As you are, once again, not a bad roll. It's neutral, basically. So it is a success with a mild complication, we'll say. And then as the 2 of you basically kick your way in, you door swing. A very quick shot from Georgiana, and
A very quick couple of shots.
yes. Well, fortunately, you don't need to shoot that many times as you rolled extraordinarily well. That individual is instantly laid waste. The other, did you roll good, sir? A 3? All right, the other, after having seen his partner,
Why you
directly-
gotta do that
I
to me?
sometimes the dice just get spicy.
You could have used the first one for me. I shot first.
I was gonna say the boy might have been a little distracted. Okay, we can do that. Just you roll first. So you fire and you do not kill this person. You shoot them in the shoulder, and they're made pretty quickly aware of your presence. Slowly pulling up his firearm, he gets ready to shoot at you, Ryder. Georgiana, you do the same, drawing your weapon and quickly dispatching the foe in front of you. So he is down. The other one is not paying attention. The ones across the way most likely saw you. You're not entirely sure. All this is happening very quickly. The person's going to shoot at you, Ryder. Go ahead and roll me. Shit, what's that? Athletics. Excellent. You dodge out of the way. You'll get a quick boost, a +2 on your next roll, good sir, as you move. You're able to basically shut the door just in time, as you're aware that he is damaged, but not dead. You're able to use the door to block the rest of his fire. And as you do, you guys can tell that you have indeed alerted the guards across the way. All the scientists around you begin shouting and screaming. They look to you, arms are put up. No one really draws a pistol as they saw Georgiana quickly lay waste to one. The other is shot and, as I mentioned, does not have a pistol. He has a fully automatic firearm. And while his is drawn, for the most part, it just looks like they're all filing and moving in and moving in and moving in to the side rooms, from what you can tell.
The scientists?
Yes. Yours is dead, Georgiana.
Boss wants me to commit murder.
Feels
Well,
bad, man.
sometimes you gotta shoot the bad guys.
All right, there will be other guards, but they are slowly / quickly moving forward after hearing all the firearms go off and such. Aldris, what do you do?
I'm assuming I noticed that they're murdering people now.
You can't not notice.
I'll. Can I put up like? Well, people see them, right? So I can put up like a half cover magic barrier thing.
That would work perfectly fine. All right, are you trying to put up a barrier in front of like Georgiana or Ryder, just like kind of give them cover?
Yeah.
That works.
Like a bullet barrier?
Just like
Or-
the hard light magic
Yeah.
barrier.
That is acceptable. As long as they're near it, just tell me which person you're putting it near. It'll give them a +2 basically. So go ahead and roll lore. We just need to basically roll 2 to make sure it works. There you go. And if you want to maintain it, you can move it with them whenever I ask whatever you're doing. If they choose to call upon it and you continue maintaining it for free, they can add a +2 to their defenses.
Okay, just I guess put it in front of Georgiana for now.
Okay.
Ryder will be fine. He's got
All right.
nanobot weird shit.
He does have about weird shit. All right. A light is pulled up in front of you, Georgiana. You maybe wince for a moment, not realizing where it came from, but you know it's from Mr. Alt. It's here to protect you.
Please.
All right. Hearing the guard shifting down the hallway and scientists screaming and running left and running right, what do y'all do next?
I want to finish up that guard one.
Can I aim for the other guards?
Currently, they're not in your line of sight, but you know they're going to be running down the hallway momentarily.
All right, then can I wait and ready myself to shoot?
And you ready yourself? So
Yeah.
you do have a free +2 to that, by the way. The boost from succeeding your defense roll, Ryder. Do you want to use that?
Yeah.
All right, that brings you up to a 4, and you quickly dispatch of the foe in front of you as well. I know I asked before, once anyone in Fate runs out of HP, you can choose to kill them or effectively spare them, basically non-lethal takedown. I assume these are all lethal takedowns?
Pop, pop in the head.
Okay. And just like that, he is dead. Matter splattered against the wall behind him. He falls to his knees and slumps over. You can hear guards are coming around the corner, but they're not necessarily exposing themselves. They are hiding, and you hear something shouted, but it's while Ryder was shooting. You don't hear exactly what it was. They're communicating to
See
each
two
other.
guards.
Hmm?
I only see 2 guards in the room, right?
You don't see them, but you know they're there. From your bot lets you know they're there. You don't physically see them. They're hidden behind a
Where's
wall
the-
up ahead.
Is there cover in where the guards were?
Where the 2 guards you just killed, there is cover if you run forward. There's basically
Like,
so
if I
imagine
was gonna walk like right in this area.
if you move forward, there's cover for both of you. So imagine the room you guys are moving up into as a large rectangle, and there's a smaller rectangle in the middle. Basically, subdivide it to make it into a giant like O.
All right, so I'm gonna walk right here,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna be like, "All right, boys, you come out with your guns, down, and I promise your scientists will be fine. You might be fine. I don't know. Depends on my mood and how you guys deal with this. Or me and my crew can just shoot you in the face. So you figure that one out.
You hear his voice echo throughout the halls, and you hear a quick response. Who do you work for?
Me, myself.
I work for myself. What do you mean who I work for?
Why are you here?
Well, you see, when I'm trying to pick up a package, I don't need to be waiting so long, sir.
And you're silent for a moment. And then you hear a beep, and then which is the door opening and closing. And then they still remain silent. Georgiana, you can see through your push door, and you see a guard kind of peek his eye around the corner. He sees you. You're very, very, very hard to miss, and he pulls his head back around the corner.
If y'all could please cooperate, my captain's a little grouchy today.
After you said that, you hear another beep, and all these side doors, the rooms that all these scientists ran into, they beep as well, and all of them lock down. And then you see some emergency lights that were hanging from the ceiling just kind of dully flick and turn on. The standard lights in the halls dim a bit so that they're mostly red.
I'm gonna throw a flashbang grenade right here.
Around the corner?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me shoot, good sir. And then this is primarily to stun them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to divide that? You got a 5.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Okay. Nice. Doing pretty awesome. Alrighty. So as you toss your granado around the corner, you can't instantly tell, but we know that one of them has been flashed. The other most likely was able to shield his eyes, as you hear one kind of go, "Argh!" And you hear more than one other voice besides his. You can't necessarily count.
I'm gonna walk up closer.
So there isn't really walking closer. Let me go ahead and draw this out for you real quick. It effectively looks like this. So it's basically a rectangular room, like such. And then this is awkward, but bear with me. There is negative space in the middle, like so. And this area is essentially the spot you cannot go. And this is why you were escaping.
You just drew that on the right. Oh, never mind.
So that's basically what you're hiding behind.
Okay,
Where
so then
where
can
am I
I
in
do
this
this?
picture?
I would assume you are still behind your little door to keep safe.
Mm-hmm.
So basically it looks like that. So that black area you cannot be in, it's literally a wall. There you go. That's a hallway. So after you flash them, you're running up the hallway?
I chucked it right here then, pretty much.
Correct. Yeah, basically. You basically bounce off the wall to
so I'm gonna walk
hit
all the way where I heard the grunt.
Okay, so you're charging in?
Yeah.
Okay, while he's doing that, Aldris, Nara, and Georgiana, what are you doing?
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking at Nara and mouthing unlock the doors.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll see
And
if I
turn
can
the
do
alarm
that.
off.
Yeah.
You can try to go fast.
Can I do that?
To unlock the doors, you're gonna need a 4.
Okay. Is that also burglary?
Yeah, essentially anything you work on here is going to be burglary since you're hacking.
All right. Let me And then I use my last fate point.
All right, go ahead and use your last fate point to
What,
bring that up
add
to
to-
8-5.
What's that thing from Aldris do?
The shield.
No, he has 2 free somethings to give to us.
Basically, it's a magical something you can do whatever you want.
Oh, it's an item?
Yeah, it's effectively an item.
Kind of.
So it's kind
like
of like a magical
infusion.
Yeah, it's like a magical infusion boon type thing. Basically, if it's something you know you cannot do, but Aldris probably can, not to the same degree, of course, you can just kind of like, ugh, just like will it at you, basically, and say like, I'm using this thing. It's effectively what we've been using before, kind of like the whole quantum equipment idea, where I don't have a grappling hook on me. Well, I would have purchased one, right? I'm gonna use my funds, from the last bounty to purchase a grappling hook. Not that you guys would need one because space. But yeah, effectively that. Like, I want to flashbang people, but me as Nara, I don't think I'd have flash grenades on me. So I want that.
Okay,
Then
got it.
You go. Basically, maybe a little sun bomb or something like that.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't really add anything to a roll, but it could help assist a roll. But yes, with that, it takes you a second Nara. But just ahead of you, Georgiana, you see the doors don't open, but whatever metal sheet basically dropped to prevent entry and exit has pulled back, and effectively they're just push doors again. They're still closed.
All right.
So Georgiana and Aldris, you two can take an action.
So, we are trying to spare the scientists, right? Or are we trying to kill everyone?
No, we're sparing the scientists.
Do we have any layout of this building?
No, unless Nara gets it.
Can Nara pull one up real quick? I assume we have a couple of seconds to formulate a plan, because we're really going in here blind.
She can, but they'll have to be next turn. So for the general layout, all you guys have is this room, the room in front of you, and then the little side rooms. They're very... this whole building is very... I don't think brutalist is the right form for architecture, but it's very squares, rectangles, squares. Very boring, very ugly to look at, but very functional.
All right, so...
And Ryder's little roly boys let us know what's in this next room, which is effectively what I drew out there.
Will this little shield protect me from 1 or 2 bullets, or no?
So basically, the shield, it works defensively. Whenever you roll a defense roll, you can add a +2.
What's a defense roll?
Whenever you get shot, or probably just shot, because he said bullet specifically. I'm not sure how it would protect you from a punch. But if someone shoots at you, you would roll your athletics to dodge, and then add +2. And he's holding it, so it's going to fall if you move.
All right, well, we definitely want to take out the guards, so I guess I'll move over this way.
Okay. You're basically rushing down the hallway real quick to take out the other guard.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I come around the corner and shoot?
I assume that's indeed what you're doing. You're going for a shoot, not a stabby stab.
No, I can stab him.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. I was asking Georgiana. Saying
Sorry,
ranged.
say that again?
You're saying ranged, I assume.
Yeah, I want to say ranged.
I will say he probably teetered back a bit, but the guard that you notice, you cannot see because he's too far behind the wall. So you'd have to basically go all around the corner to see him. But you do see another guard that you didn't recognize before. And he is actually pushed back a wee bit, so you can indeed see him. It looks like he came through one of the doors. You can actually be able to shoot him from where you are. He looks like he was able to shield his eyes as well, so he's not flashed. But he has indeed exposed himself. He probably moved a weird way. Georgiana?
So can I shoot one of them?
You can do whatever you want. Wait for you.
All right, if they're within view, then yeah, I'll go ahead and fire.
All right, go for it. Holy shit! Of course, I roll my best roll in dodge. Alrighty, well, I forgot what they're called. Not a bonus. What's it called when you tie? It is a boost.
A boost.
Yeah. Boost. Alrighty, you take a quick shot, but unfortunately, he is on guard and is able to completely dodge, and now made aware of your presence. All right,
Come around the corner and stab guard 2.
Okay. They're all gonna
Well,
go before you. They're all gonna go before you go, and Aldrich has to go first. Are you maintaining the shield? She gets to keep it, by the way.
Can I do anything else if I'm maintaining the shield?
You can definitely. It's just when she uses that one free invoke, it's gonna go.
Okay.
Right now it's one use, but if you choose to like hold it, you know, it'll just keep using it over and over and over and over and over.
Also, real quick.
Yes.
Can I radio Liam? Are there any like windows he can shoot out to frighten people?
People that are outside. Because remember, there are no windows going into these buildings. There are
None at
tiny,
all?
tiny. Nope,
There's
there are
like
tiny
tiny
slots,
holes?
tiny holes. He could technically
Okay.
shoot through them if you want. You want him to try that?
Well, would it be a big enough bang to scare people?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think. You know how some buildings have like those slanted like slots, slotted windows that kind of open and close, sort of like the...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's imagine that, but like literally one. It just like tip open and closes.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're pretty small. If you were to like put your hand out, it's maybe like 2-3 feet like wide, and then in terms of like height, each one would be like maybe 10 inches, and
Alright,
that's the whole.
now, would that benefit us?
For you guys are currently are, I will let you know he'd be shooting into the room with the scientists, because this is a central room, not a wall.
Alright, and we don't want to do that quite yet.
Okay.
Yeah, can I just radio him to get ready just in case?
Sure. Yeah, he is charged and ready. Initially, he was kind of just holding back, holding the fort down for defense, but now he indeed knows that if someone's coming, he is ready. We'll say his weapon is ready as well, in case you guys need something on the outside. All right, Aldris.
Am I able to like? I want to try to flashbang him again.
You can very much do that. Flashbang, it would effectively function the same way. You would just do an AoE. It wouldn't do if you want to do damage. I mean, obviously you can't really do damage with a flashbang, so effectively it'd be the same thing. You know that there are at least 3 guards there. There might be more. You would do the same thing. You throw it around the corner with your magic, and then you just split it however you want to split it. I forgot. I know you have a power. Is it +2?
Yeah, it's +2 when I try to do AoE,
Is it?
but not for damage.
Yeah. Okay. So is that +2 specifically create advantage? Okay. Perfect. Which is exactly what you're doing. Hey.
Just trying to flash them because they're moving up. I kind of don't want to move up around that corner.
All right. I'm pretty sure you can actually roll directly from magic disruption, and it should have the +2 automatically.
Wonderful. I'm gonna re-roll that.
That
with a fate
sounds like a
point.
good idea.
That's terrible.
That's literally as bad as you possibly could have rolled, and I rolled as good as I possibly could have rolled on a dodge. Gotta
Gonna
love
have
it.
to scroll all the way down to hit the re-roll button. Re-roll.
All right, that gives
Oh,
you a
that's 4.
4. That is technically better. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a 4.
Minus. Yeah. Okay.
+4, -2, +2. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. You know there are 3. How do you want to split that? Remember, the one on the
Just-
left is already flashed.
Let's do 2 and 2
Okay,
on the
2 and
2
2.
that aren't flashed.
All right, we'll do the top one first. Eat shit, dude on the top. And dude on the
All right.
bottom is just absolutely.
Doesn't give a shit.
He gives 0 shit.
That's fine.
All right. And I make something. Magi. Alrighty. unable to dodge, you fling a little ball of light around the corner. Aldris, do you move at all, by the way? Or you kind of hang in, so you need to kind of hang near this door-ish just to sort of see. Oh, sorry.
I guess I can. So this is like a wall, the darker one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Basically, it's a hallway, and then we're gonna go somewhere else.
Peek out, throw it around, and go back.
Excellent. All right, you kind of like snap that sucker around the corner, and it flashes. You know to close your eyes just in time. Riders doesn't affect you or you, Georgiana, and you kind of hear them once again. Just you guys are just spamming flashes, and they're not very happy with this. There's like shit again as they kind of wriggle about. And with that, Rider, one of them is going to attack you, the guard in front of you. After he clears his eyes, he's going to draw his weapon and fire as you move forward. Go ahead and roll me athletics.
Wow, you're just rolling really good.
So remember, you can utilize flash for a defense roll as well.
It's only gonna give me 2, right?
Mm-hmm. So currently you take 3 damage. If you take that roll, it'll only take 1 damage. Up to you.
I guess I'll do that.
Okay. All right, so he's no longer flashed, so go ahead and give yourself 1 shift of damage. As he attempts to fire, but his eyes are still kind of watering from the flash, and he's unable to just fully unload in the way that he wanted to. The individual that saw you, Georgiana, is going to go ahead and fire off as well. He rolled a 4. Go ahead and roll me athletics as well. This is going to be interesting because we both have a 1 to boost. Yeah. All right, are you going to use your light shield to slow that down?
Yes.
Alrighty. So it's still technically there. That'll bring you up to a 4, but he's going to go ahead and use his swift boost to bring himself up. That goes away forever. So your shield was able to stop some of the damage, but 2 of it still sneaks through. So go ahead and give yourself 2 shifts of damage. And then the last one will kind of peek his head around the corner. He has no buffs or debuffs. He's just going to fire at you as per usual. Once again, roll me athletics.
Who's rolling?
You are. Alrighty, you completely avoid the attack, and on the defense, you succeed. Okay, you didn't succeed with style, so you don't get a boost. You did succeed, so you completely avoid all damage. All right, we're back up to the top of the order, so the 4 of you can do something now if you wish.
Stab guard 2.
Stab guard 2. All right, you rush in with your blade and... Ooh.
Stab guard 2.
Ooh, alrighty, you make short work of guard 2. How's that go down, buddy?
I'm gonna cause he popped out of the around the corner,
Mhm.
and he tried shooting at me, but he missed, dinked off my arm, and I'm annoyed, so I pull out my sword thingy, and I just rush at him, and I impale him with my sword, and I push him, I'm kind of sending him back while my sword's engulfed into his chest, and he hits the wall, and I pull it out, and I just slice him in half.
Alrighty. And down he goes. Do you reposition anyway, or are you still kind of hiding around this corner? After you take him out of this.
After I do that, I'm gonna take cover right here.
Sure. Okay, perfect. All right. You take him out and you whip your back right around the corner. All right, Georgiana, Aldris, and I almost said Meek. Sorry, let me put you a little forward, Nara. So
shout out and say, Gigi, are you okay?
Fine. So far.
All right, Nara, you want to hack something? Do you want to keep? You were trying to leave that message. I will say, if you want to leave that message, you basically need to keep poking it until you succeed, or you can hack something.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
No, I'll do that.
All right, go ahead and roll Burgle. We're basically trying to beat a 2, and you did that. I think you did that. I think you burgled.
Maybe.
I think you burgled pretty good.
Just a little.
All right.
Good thing since I don't have any fate points left.
All right, you basically smack this burgle out of the park, and
I was like, man, what have I been doing this whole time?
Yeah.
Slaps datapad.
This just lets you expedite fast pass to the front effectively, and your little hiccup in the beginning is just completely made null, and void as you get closer and closer to your goal. Basically, next time you do this, you will, as long as you roll higher than 2, you will succeed.
All right.
You're John and Aldris.
I have lollipops. What am I doing using a pistol?
You do. I mean, that
Have
first
you
shot
ever
was
seen
so good.
You can have a lollipop pistol.
Yeah, have you ever seen those things where it's like a plastic gun and when you hit the trigger, a little lollipop comes out?
No.
Well, that's what this is like.
Okay. Are the 2 guards in the hallway or are they like behind a door?
They are in the hallway with you, but they're hiding up on that area. You can see one of them very clearly.
All right. Can I toss like a little marshmallow grenade that explodes when it lands nearby them?
You definitely can. What is your intention? Trying to get a sticky situation?
Yes. I
All
want
right.
to stick them exactly where they are.
All right, you can very much do that. Go ahead and roll me shoot, since that's indeed what you're doing. You'll roll to dodge. All right, how do you want to split that? You got 3.
Do you mean like sticky intensity?
No, basically, do you want to do 3 and 0 or 2 and 1? 0 is a valid number because I can roll negatives.
I'll do 2 and 1.
2 and 1. Okay, I'll roll for the 2 first.
So
One.
far, it's been really rare that any of us has rolled negative.
Okay. Create an advantage. Yeah, I know, right? Create an advantage on a tie is a single boost. So one of them is able to avoid it entirely. I'll just put sticky situation. It's a boost. So it didn't fully coat the ground the way you want it to. But you can invoke that boost for free and it'll go away. And basically you'll cause him to effectively stand in it or position himself poorly so that you guys get a +2 or a reroll on one of your rolls. Good job. You more so made a mess than messed with them, but that is what we're here to do. Send a message. And that message is delicious sweet treats. Do you wish to stay in that position, Georgia?
Let me run around this way.
Okay. Aldris.
I kind of want to just be annoying and flash them again.
You're more than welcome to do so.
I'm just gonna keep flashing them because
Do it again.
it would just be real annoying.
It works.
I want to be that guy right now.
+2 is very strong, and that's one of the things you're good
You
at.
are succeeding.
Holy mother of God. How you split that, buddy?
Oh my god. Lots of high rolls
Uh,
this time. You accidentally blind them.
I'll do 5 on this guy and 3 on the other one because he's
Alright.
already flashed.
We'll do the 3
Technically.
first. And then the 5. Okay, he fails miserably. Oh, I say this poor dude, but not really.
This poor man's.
All right, if you create an advantage with that, that's 2 invokes, my friend. There ain't no that aspect. Flash? Flash. There is. I'm done. Oh. Oh, he already had it. Okay, sorry. Oh, you just flashed Magi. Okay. There we go. Poor dude. Okay. And then the
Bully.
bottom one just has regular flash. I'll put it in between them like that to know they both have it. All right, so you massively bully them as light just erupts around the corner. Once again, Ryder, you're able to shield your eyes, and they are just in an awful circumstance as of currently. Seeing you completely dispatch one of their men, Ryder, the top one is going to pull out this metal device and throw it at you. It's the
Rude.
special device they only have one of. Go ahead and roll me athletics.
Rude.
All right, would you like to use one of the very many debuffs they have?
Yes.
All right. We'll go ahead and say you want to use, we'll use flash just for the sake of ease, and we'll throw it down one. So create an advantage on a tie. A boost is still no. I rolled 4. You rolled 5. You completely beat it. Alrighty. He throws this metal ball at you, and right before it's like maybe a foot or so from you, Ryder, it erupts, and these little like metal tentacles just shoot out from it, almost like a giant metal spider octopus type creature. Fortunately, you're able to dip over to the side, and it just latches onto the wall, and you see its little tentacled ends that are covered in blades like dig into the wall. You're able to completely avoid this. The other one, seeing that his partner failed, he will kind of jolt around the corner and somewhat surprised that you're still there and haven't like moved back, he's going to open fire on you. Go ahead and roll me athletics.
Who's more injured?
Neither of them are injured.
Okay.
They were just debuffed to all hell.
They've just been getting flashed.
Do you want to use any of those flashes to completely avoid anything? Let's say if I attack and tie, I gain a boost. Do you want to deny me that boost or just say let him have it?
Deny the boost.
You want to deny it? Okay. No boost for you, good sir. All right, so neither of them are flashed anymore. We're going to just remove that. Makes things nice and simple. All right, so +2 to that. You completely avoid, effectively, everything. All right, the top guy is flashed from the Magi, and sticky situation, the bottom one has no debuffs as of current. Alrighty, back to the top of the turn order. Nara, do you want to start just to get that hack finished with?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, roll it.
Burglary?
Burg it. We burgling, baby. All right, excellent. Remind me precisely what you were trying to do.
So I want to send a message to the big boss.
Okay.
The big boss from this location's data pad, like the person who's in charge, because I
Okay.
don't want it to send a message that we can get in from their other outposts.
Are you saying anything in particular?
Yeah,
We'll
you're
think of
sending
something
him
witty later.
I send them
You're gonna send him the video of me.
I send them a video of Ryder and then a picture of my hand flipping them off.
Perfect.
It's like a video of me saying not to fuck with us.
Yeah.
All right, most excellent. So you get all that effectively taken care of, and you know, for a fact, Nara, that the owner of this building, their big boss, will definitely see it. How happy he'll be,
Good.
we'll find out.
Can't
All right.
wait.
Top of the order, there are 2 individuals left, and we got 3 folk. What are y'all doing? Oh, sorry.
Dude.
To mention that, you hear footsteps coming from the distance, Ryder, and Georgiana. The door over to the right begins beeping, and the door behind them also begins beeping, signifying that someone will be coming through the door momentarily.
Shoot.
Shooting that top boy? All right, shoot it up. Well, all right then. That is indeed.
I was gonna use an invoke, but never mind.
Well, remember, the more you have, the more damage he takes. So currently, that's only 2 shifts of damage. Would you like to use both or just one?
Will one kill him?
I can't believe that.
Why don't I use both? One's gonna kill him.
Up to you, buddy. You have currently 2 shifts. If you add one more, it will be 4 shifts of damage.
Sure.
So with one more, once again, that flash that all just threw around the corner is coming in oh so clutch right now. As you fire, he...
No, I'm using both.
Using both, okay. Against his better judgment, that one was a boost. Against his better judgment, he rubs his eyes for a moment and takes a step right into the goo that Georgiana wonderfully sprayed onto the ground. And as he goes to pick his foot up and move out of the way, maybe pushing his way through the door that is going to be opening momentarily, you open fire on this poor individual. And go ahead and tell me how that lays out.
peek around the corner, and I'm like, you guys are the worst guards ever, and I'm just gonna put like 2 shots into his chest and then 1 into his head.
All right, and down he goes. Do you reposition or stay there?
I guess I'll get back in the hiding.
All right.
Wait, I
Alderson-
mean, the hiding hasn't really done anything for me because it's not like it's giving me a boost or anything.
Correct. It basically only gives you a boost if they're trying to shoot you from a really weird angle, but because you're so close, they can literally just walk up and do that.
I'll just
Yeah.
point my gun at guard number 3, I guess.
Yeah, basically you're preventing yourself from being open to everyone all at once, which is helping.
Well, there's only 1 guy left, so.
Currently, yes, there is only 1 guy left. And after you take his friend out, you can very much tell that this individual would be shaken, but he knows backup is on the way.
I'm gonna
so-
tell him, listen, it'd be very smart of you to drop your guns. As you've seen, clearly laid waste to all of your friends, with ease, I might add. And I'm not even hurt. While your friends look very worse for wear, aka dead. So, if I were you, I'd drop your guns. And, before you say anything, I know you're like, oh, well, I have backup coming. Listen, backup's not gonna help you, because I'm just one person who's already killed all of your people. So, again, put the gun down, don't be stupid, or you're gonna die, just like that guy did.
We'll say you say that in a much shorter sentence, as the doors are indeed opening.
Sorry.
You're good. No worries. Just trying to keep time somewhat reasonable because the doors open that slow. He looks at you, looks at the doors opening, and you actually see him slink back. He sort of tosses his weapon onto the dead body, and he dives through one of the push doors into one of the back rooms.
Wait, he drops his gun?
Drops his gun, tosses it onto the corpse. After looking at you, you can see the fear in his eyes. He definitely looks scared, and he actually just runs back into one of the rooms with things.
Interesting.
But you do know that backup is on the way. The lights are indeed still flashing, and a dull alarm is still going off.
Hey, Gigi, we got some backup coming.
Can I throw another grenade across the doorway to block it?
You very much can.
I will. Shoot.
Before she does that, I need to tell Gigi something.
Yes.
So, we need to get past these doors. Pretty much regardless who we kill or who we save, we need to get to where the drugs are to plant the rest of the bombs. So while we get all the people out, then we can detonate this place. So any good people, like the scientists, we can get them out, and Sleeping Boy in the front. And then this whole place is going to go boom. But we can't just leave it how it is right here.
So you want me to work on people removal?
If you and all just want to help get the scientists out, I just need, or maybe you help to get the scientists out, I just need one of you guys to help give me backup just because I don't know how many guards there are. But I need to set the bombs so that we can bring this place down, so that's even bigger of a message. But remember, we do have to get the drugs, so we do make some money off of this, not just sending a message.
I'll look at Aldris. Is he in a people saving mood or a bomb setting mood?
I mean, I don't really care.
Can
Either
you make
one works for
can you
me.
make portals, like short distance portals?
Probably won't last long.
Well, okay. Can you make like a portal to shove the scientists in, and then they come out on the outside of the building? So it doesn't need to last long or be big. It just needs to take them outside the building.
I can try.
All right, I'll go ahead and back up Ryder then.
Alrighty, Georgiana, the door directly in front of you guys, leads downstairs. The door over here, leads upstairs. You are aware that there are scientists both up and downstairs. Are you locking either door, or what are you doing?
Well, I kind of can't block the doors if we're trying to get scientists out. Well, yeah, no, I can't.
So is priority up or priority down?
Down.
Yeah, they probably have the drugs down.
So that this doesn't take 3 hours to clear this entire building, because this is gonna definitely take a while. It is like 6 floors. This is just one room we just did. We're going to obscure some of these rolls a bit. Basically, I'm going to ask you guys to make one. Let me think. I'll put it this way. I'll let you guys make one athletics roll, basically one defense roll of your choice. I'll say with advantage, so roll it 2 times, take the better one. Then I'm going to roll fairly high, just the collective force of enemies that are running into you. And then you're going to take that many shifts of damage rather than playing out like 30 different combats. Because like I said, there are a lot of dudes here. And effectively that will be whatever harm you receive overall while going through the building. Each of you tell me basically what your plan is, what you want to do, and then we'll play out the roles in that way. So Nara, now that you've left your message, you are free to basically help them and do whatever you want.
All right. Well, how can I help?
So Ryder and Georgiana are going downstairs basically to grab the drugs and help the scientists out.
Yo.
And then
Yeah.
Aldous is probably going up, I would assume.
I guess I'm portaling people out if
Okay.
I can.
Well,
And-
now I don't know what to do.
Well, they're going to need a lot of
Throw
help.
people in the portal.
Yeah, you guys need a lot
I'll
of
help
assistance.
with the portal then.
Whether you're disabling the
I'll
guards,
assist
Nara, or
Aldous.
yeah. So the thing is, you guys are basically twofold. You are both disabling and or killing guards, and then removing scientists. Whether you are tricking them, whether you are locking them in place, whatever it is you are doing, it might be faster to disable. That needs to be done on top of also helping people out.
Well, should I roll then?
So you are indeed going with Aldous up then.
Yeah.
All right. I will put it
2 and 2.
Oh,
Sure.
hold on.
Yes.
I give all. How many floors are above?
3. Sorry.
All right, I
4
give
up, 2 down.
Aldris. I give Aldris three of my little bombs because he needs it.
What?
So
Oh,
you,
just for blowing
just-
shit up.
yeah, you just need to
Oh.
plant it because once we leave, all of them are gonna go off at the same time.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we shall put it this way. I will basically ask your intention, and then I'll have you roll that, and then I'll roll whatever opposition there is, and we'll resolve it that way. So going up, Aldris and Nara, since you two are going up, we'll put you all like this. What are your intentions? Are you going to kill, or are you going to try to disable and slow?
Disable.
Okay, Aldris.
Yeah, disable.
Whatever stat you would roll, so I would assume craft for Nara and lore for Aldris. Go ahead and roll that, but with advantage, so roll it 2 times. We'll take the higher. So Nara, go first. Excellent. 3 or 3. Which one would you like to pick?
3 or 3.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hard choice.
I guess I'll go with 3.
Okay, all right. So Nara's going with 3. I'm not sure she should have chosen that one, but I'm not going to question my players' decisions.
What can I say? I love to be on the bad end of a deal.
Yeah, you got live a little dangerously. All right, and Mr. Aldris rolled a 6. Alrighty. So with that, effectively, I'm just going to roll a general I'm defending myself roll for everybody. I'll give myself advantage as well. All right, I don't think I can do much better than that. Okay, I'll go ahead and take the 6. So we'll effectively say with that, the enemies are mostly taken down and slowed as the 2 of you rush up these stairs, primarily trying to stop and slow. So I'm going to take that into account. The 2 of you, I'm going to go ahead and say whatever your best defensive stat, whether it be athletics, lore, whatever you want to do. Stealth also is perfectly reasonable. Since you guys are kind of going that route a little bit, there are alarms going off, of course, but if you guys slink around and use, weird shit, that is perfectly reasonable. Nara, whichever stat you choose, go ahead and roll that 2 times. We'll take the higher one.
So stealth? Or
Stealth works, yeah.
Athletics,
Oh!
I guess.
Holy shit. Okay.
I guess I'll go
Ew.
with 7.
I think I'm gonna take the 5.
7 and 5. All right, because they rolled so
Wow.
well on
You're
defense,
sneaky.
I'm going to give them a boost. All right, so to be clear, this is okay. That should be the math. This is all the damage you're going to take going upstairs. So I'm not going to roll this more than once. It is 1 time. This is all the damage you're taking. and then we can quickly narrate.
Okay.
Seems like a lot. Okay. So that's going to be compared against your defensive stat. So fortunately for you, Nara, that's literally 1 shift of damage. That's it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'll
and then
take
for Aldous?
physical stress.
For Aldous, it's 3. That's it. So basically, you guys just take stress. You shouldn't really take any consequences.
Nice.
So,
That actually worked out pretty well.
yeah, that worked out great. Like I said, it looks like it's crazy, but you guys rolled really well. Alrighty. So, the two of you, with however you wombo combo this, you have the stage with the rolls. You tell me how this plays out. You guys literally, there's no rolling. Tell me what the two of you do, how you team up together and go up these floors and rescue these people. What's it look like?
Well, as we're finding scientists, I'm just kind of like grabbing them,
Okay.
saying I'm helping you, just screaming in his face, I'm helping you, and throwing him in a portal.
Okay.
I'm making sure they can't run away.
Okay.
And then
And,
if there's any enemies, I am flashbanging them or like turning the floor into some kind of liquid so they just get stuck in it.
Oh,
Kinda
nice.
like
Okay.
Kind of like muddy.
I like that. Nar, what are you doing to incapacitate the enemy?
If they get stuck in the mud, no. Gosh, I don't ever really have to fight somebody.
I mean, I can also just kind of shoot them with lightning or something.
No,
If you would rather
that's
do
fine.
The knocking people
Yeah.
out
So
fight.
remember, you have
No.
your in the field. I can craft super fast. So
Well, let me craft some, I don't know, web bombs.
sure, just sticking them up.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So their weapons, their arms, their legs are covered in this sticky web. They're trying to fire, but we can say like the barrel is just completely covered in this goop, so nothing comes out. The weapons are overheating, and you're able, since you're in the system, you're able to completely mess with that. So the two of you pretty much get everybody. This is indeed a lot of effort.
Including the Mr. Sleepy in the front door, right?
Yeah, because you guys are so close to him, you're pretty easily able to get Mr. Sleepy in the front door. We don't know who his friend is, unfortunately, but all the same, you guys ascend and
Hey, Nara did get his name though.
well, yeah, we don't know.
I mean, I assume he
Okay.
doesn't work
He-
here.
Probably also signed the book. What would assume? Unless he's using
Ralpha?
Yeah, unless, oh yeah, true. Obviously, unless he's using a pen name, who knows? All right, and then Ryder and Georgiana, you two are descending. I will say you're immediately met with opposition as they were coming through that door to fight you all. So the same as with them. I believe I asked for the way you guys are attacking first.
Sorry, I forgot you switched to us now.
Now we're on Ryder and Georgiana. How are you two choosing to attack?
Guns blazing.
All right, so you're going to shoot.
I want to do sticky bombs and flamethrower.
All right, so lots of shoot, but lots of
And stab.
yeah. So we're holding down some of the shoot. So as with them, go ahead and roll that 2 times. We'll take the higher number. All right, so 4. Good. Ryder.
Shoot.
6.
Shoot.
We'll go with the 6. That's why I wanted you guys to roll twice, just in case. Want to make sure that actually counts. Excellent. We have a 6 and we have a 4. I rolled not amazingly. See? I rolled a 4. Okay, so that meets Waifu's, unfortunately, and yours beaten by 2. So not amazing, but pretty decent. I'm going to go ahead and roll their attack. And you guys are going guns blazing in there, right?
Yeah.
Not messing around? All right. So stealth obviously is off the table. I would assume our only defense, unless you can convince me of something else, would be athletics. So as the
See.
same, roll me that 2 times. Take the higher number. You guys are going in hot. Does change that.
I'm rolling athletics.
Yeah. We have a 5 and a 3. All right. I'm going to roll the same, and we shall see.
Can I use a faint point on that athletics?
Do you want to? It's only 4 shifts of damage.
Only 4, he says.
Well, 4. Well, okay. I guess you have to take mild consequence.
I would like to bump it up by 2.
Yes.
That'll reduce to 2.
Correct. So that would bring you to 5. He's already at 5. So basically, both of you take 2 shifts. So physical stress, you'd have to mark 3, Georgiana, and Ryder, you'd have to mark 2. Basically, yeah. So once again, not that big of a deal. Y'all are good. I did not roll well though, but that is perfectly acceptable. All right. The 2 of you, Georgiana getting sticky and shooting, Ryder just going guns blazing. Go ahead and tell me how you guys descend the steps. There are more. I will put it this way: there are more people with guns down here than there are scientists.
Think of a beautiful montage as she's going in with a flamethrower and sticky bombs, and like I'm using my pistol and sword, and it's kind of like very beautiful looking, you know, cinematography wise.
Just the slow motion, just
like, yeah, it's slow motion, but
Yeah.
it's just bloody and fiery and sticky, and just people dying left and right, and we're just smiling the whole time.
I can picture it.
If it's not sticky, then what is it?
Why is everything always sticky?
That's what we do here. It's our brand.
Because it's useful.
This is indeed true. And as the 2 of you descend, you take out what seems like countless guards.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
And the theme song playing is Can't Stop Me Now by Queen.
Perfect.
Or Don't Stop Me Now.
Yeah. All right. As the 2 of you are descending, you do take some scratches here and there, but your overall teamwork enables you to push forward and basically just push past the enemy. As you take on hordes and hordes of them with your explosions and sticky webs, that they're not webs, they're marshmallow. Wonderful, wonderful marshmallow. The enemy is incredibly confused in more ways than one. You guys do
Good.
find where they're keeping most of their drugs. And as I mentioned, they are kept in various normal household items. One of the back rooms you see is primarily full of people that are like stacking and putting things away. They're not armed, so they've, you know, mostly run and hid by the time
Do they look like they want to be there, or is this like child labor?
They're not children, but they look very scared. It's difficult to tell if they're scared of you or if they didn't want to be here in general. They don't look like beaten, if that's what you're asking, so they're not like scarred and bloody. They look tired, but they also look horrified.
Do they look like they would stab us in the back if we gave them a chance?
You're not sure. They are very, very out of it. Go ahead and roll me notice. Looking for a 3.
Oh, by the way, I'm placing bombs on every floor while we're going down.
You are fairly certain that under the right stresses, yes, they would. But if you're clear with them, no.
Sorry, say that again?
You're certain that under the right circumstances, yes, they'd probably lash out and attack you. But as long as you're clear with them and they understand you mean them no harm, they would most likely not hurt you.
All right. Then I will put my hands up, you know, in that innocent gesture.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, harm gesture.
Okay.
And say, if you guys want to get out of here, do it now. The path is clear. Just follow the stairs all the way up.
All right. They look to you. They look past you. And there is a little apprehension. Like, no, bullshit. No way. But as they kind of listen, they just hear the alarms going off. They hear a few bodies and people shuffling about. But they can tell they're mostly focused on you guys. And this actually might be their one chance to leave. They're not sure how they're going to leave the planet. But shit, might as well. And they get up, still keeping their eyes on you. Very, very, very cautious. But they leave past, push open the swinging doors, and you see them run up to floor 1. Whether they fully make it or not, who knows? But they're booking it. And all around you guys, you see one of the locations they were prepping both your package and another. Both of them are on a floating. Shoot, what are they called? Oh my god, my brain isn't working. Oh lord, we had these at Office Max. My brain just like evacuated this data because it's dangerous. I don't need to remember anything from that place. You know how you throw a whole bunch of chairs or like printers on those large metal push carts? That's have a better name than a push cart. You know what I mean?
It's like a chair cart.
Yeah, but they have 4 wheels and they're huge in metal. Except there's no wheels. It's floating and kind of just hovering there with 2 large metal boxes that you very much could not carry yourself.
Like a dolly?
I think dolly is the right word. Yes, thank you. But like a large, oh my god, let me think, like 4 by like 7 dolly. Metal,
Okay.
rounded corners. It is in the middle of being packed, and like I mentioned, both of the crates are metal. You could not carry them yourself, but this thing very much
It's-
can hold them.
If it's floating, will it go up the stairs naturally?
Yes, very easily.
All right, Gigi, let's stuff this full of the drugs and let's get out of here.
All right, I start piling it on.
Okay. In your guys's dance of violence, if you wish to put more drugs in, you're gonna have to kind of wiggle around a bit and grab them as they're not readily available. So I'll ask for more rolls if you want to risk that, but there is plenty on there.
Oh, the dolly's already stacked?
Yes, one of them is full. One of them looks like they were getting ready to fill it.
I mean, we don't need to be that greedy, do we,
It's up to you.
Captain?
You say if we try filming the other one, we have to do more rolls?
More defensive rolls, but you guys are out in the open and there's nowhere to hide. And the drugs might get damaged.
everybody.
Oh no, there's definitely still people here.
Okay, we can just take that one dolly. Well, is there drugs on the second dolly?
There's one dolly. The one dolly has 2 metal crates on it. One metal crate is open, one metal crate is closed. The closed one is for you guys, and it is full.
Yeah, we'll just take that.
All right, excellent. You guys are easily able to turn around, whip it around without needing to orient yourself in this room. You see the drugs, you grab the drugs, and you immediately start pushing them up the ramp and up the stairs, past
I
floor 2, back to floor 1.
Place 2 of my sticky bombs down there.
Most excellent. We'll go ahead and place them where it's most dangerous and where the drugs will explode nice and big. That's just fun to look at.
I see a gas line and I put one there.
Precisely. We move up and move up and move up, and as you all get to the ground floor, Aldrich and Nara, did you take your own portal to leave, or did you guys descend like normal?
I would have portaled out, honestly.
Yeah.
I would have been like, hey, let's get out of here.
How conscientious are your portals of people's stomachs, Aldris? And their
I
general
mean-
constitutions?
I would say not very.
Depends on the situation.
Also, is
At
this
the
your
moment,
first
I'm
time
probably not
making a
thinking
portal?
about that.
Is it also your first time making a portal?
I mean, probably not, but I
Well,
haven't used
now,
it a
you
lot.
know, if it was your first time making a portal, you've now done it like 400 times in a row. So it's basically like you're an
So,
expert.
so the first several portals are probably a bumpy ride.
Probably.
Question, can birds get sweaty?
I don't think
That's a-
so.
Let me Google it.
Do birds sweat? That's a great question.
I'm gonna call the Kabuto over my comm.
All right. Yes, Spider.
Kabuto.
Birds don't have sweat
I need you to
glands.
fly over here. We need a evac to get out of here and load up some stuff.
Alrighty. You don't hear it, but you know it is on the way, yes?
Birds don't have sweat glands.
Okay.
Excess heat is dissipated by rapid panting, which
Oh,
can
like
reach up
dogs.
to 300 respirations per minute in
Wow.
domestic
Oh.
hens.
You say in domestic hens?
Yeah.
All right. So they slip
Just
through their,
in case you were wondering.
probably through their tongue or just through, I guess, the gases? Interesting. Good to know. If your birds are breathing quickly, they are hot. You need to give them ice cubes, or probably not hugs. Hugs are warm. Anyway,
Or a nice cold bath.
a nice cold bath. Pay attention to your birds, damn it. Alrighty.
I do.
Not you, I meant the general populace. Please love your birds, they're wonderful creatures. As the two of you ascend the stairs, you're back to the ground floor. Nara and Aldris, you take a portal back down to the ground floor outside. There are multiple places where the scientists have decided to deposit their stomach contents. a lot of them have come through just fine, but you see plenty that are like hands on knees, like, oh, what the hell was that? They're not happy with life. Some are lying on their back, just like, oh, like very clearly dizzy.
Soon they're gonna realize that they escaped with their lives, and they will be happy.
Yeah, currently though, they are probably like one of the worst hangovers ever, plus a combination of just massive vertigo.
Nice.
But some of them are getting back up, they're helping each other, and they're sort of trying to figure out like where to go and what to do. The outer guards just look very confused from your guys' angle, because they just kind of see scientists like plopping out of these portals. They're just coming out of nowhere, and from what you can see, they're just not really sure how to respond. Ryder and Georgiana, you guys come wheeling out with the drugs, and you see the guards from across the way. They want to open fire, but you guys are surrounded by civilians, so they don't, but their guns are pointed at you, and they seem stuck. Like, what the shit do we do? So they are massively confused. Right now? You are outside now, and the Kabuto has begun its descent, and it's moving closer and closer, ready for you all to be pulled up.
I'll wave. You might want to help your people.
Huh?
This is to the guards?
Yeah, to the guards.
All right, they are just not entirely sure what the hell's going on. They see you guys leaving with drugs. And they do recognize you, Georgiana, but still, they're very like, do we shoot or not? And from just beyond them, you actually do hear a rifle go off. And they do miss you guys. One of these scientists is hitting the shoulder, but they are very much trying to shoot at you and Ryder specifically, because you guys have drugs. They're shooting slowly and calmly, but they are missing because they are very far away.
Rude. I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
They'll be relatively difficult. You are more than welcome to shoot. Any shooting will be reciprocated.
You're gonna try to shoot the guards?
I'm gonna shoot the guy who tried shooting at me and you.
That was a rifle shot though, right?
Yeah, it's someone from further off. It's difficult to see where it came from. You know it came from past the guards, but you can't see exactly where it came from.
Can I radio Liam real quick and tell him we're getting distance shot at?
He responds with, yeah, I can't see. Oh, it looks like they're just past the guard post. There's someone up top, and it looks like there's also someone down below behind some of the crates, it looks like.
I'm throwing a smoke grenade in front of us.
Okay. You toss a smoke grenade to break their line of sight, and a few bullets sneak past through, but you hear the guards now yelling at each other, saying that they're going to hit the scientists. And after a moment, the gunfire dissipates, and you hear them arguing now. Liam says, Georgiana, looks like they got into a fight. If you're going to leave, now's probably the time.
Works for me. I'll quickly shove the cart forward.
How many clicks until the Kabuto's in front of us? How many clicks until the Kabuto's in front of us?
It is hovering in front of you guys. I can pull you up with its tractor beam whenever you need.
Okay. Yeah, Kabuto, beam us up.
All right. The beaming has begun. Side question. The intent is to leave the scientists here, right? We're not bringing them with?
Yeah, no. They can stay there.
All right. Just
They
double
just
check.
get to live.
They get to live. Excellent. Okay. Well,
Where are the escapees?
the escapees have kind of run off on their own. They circled around the side of the building, and in fact, they're actually using the smoke grenade that you tossed, Ryder, to break line of sight from those with firearms, and they are just running.
I'm going to press my button.
For the explosion?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I was like, which my button? I'm sure you have plenty. As you do,
boom button.
A lot of the scientists are like, well, shit, was that it? And as you can see them all collectively thinking that, the whole structure is kind of like, just shakes. And unfortunately, anyone near the vehicle are blown back as the sand skidder, the bus-shaped one, also blows up and flips through the air. You guys are long away from this explosion, though, and get to enjoy it from a nice, reasonable distance.
I love
Nice.
blowing stuff up.
Unfortunately, the building doesn't cave in on itself as it was all made of metal, but you know everything on the inside is doing pretty shitty, and smoke begins to slowly filter out of the would-be windows. The ground did a nice shake with that one. You could feel it from up here.
Well, crew, I can definitely say that I'll definitely send the Lazarine Corporation or whatever they're called a message.
Yes.
Alrighty, and with that, you guys are one wonderful crate of drugs richer.
Love it.
I wonder what the actual pickup E is gonna think when they arrive.
Probably very confused.
Yes.
Probably very confused, and also the fact that they have a new nickname now will just add to their confusion. One that they clearly
not our
prefer to go
problem.
by.
Oh, did you guys drag Sleepy out?
I threw him in a portal. He's somewhere on the ground out there.
So Sleepy's outside just chilling and safe.
Probably.
Excellent. Most excellent. Alrighty. Well, having succeeded in our mission, I think I hit the button. I'm not sure. I did not. There we go. Boop. All right. All fleeting injuries are now gone. Nara, your laceration should be recovering now, so it'll go away next session. But
Yay!
beside that,
Finally.
none of you are damaged. So at the midpoint or end of the next session, that'll just be completely gone. And then all of your scratch damage, obviously, is removed. What you guys choose to do with drugs, of course, we can decide next week. We can just say, we sold them, and then you can have more fun shit. Or, I guess, see if Meek can, like, I don't know. Meek can seek the drug and see if it's fun or if it's no bueno.
Meek the Seek.
Also,
E.
I want to finish reading that book,
Okay.
and then I want Nara to send the guy a message because I know she can find him again.
Okay.
And
Of course.
basically tell the guy my critique.
Okay.
Oh my
le-
god.
Let me ask Georgiana, are you one to read romance novels? Are you like an aficionado, or do you not read much?
No, I think about piloting first and foremost, so I
Okay.
don't read much. But when I
But
do read,
secretly, when she was 6 years old, she wanted to become a novelist.
it's only romance novels. Yes.
Only romance novels? Okay. So you're pretty judgy.
Yeah, I'm pretty judgy.
What's your feedback?
I will say it had potential. I like this, but this, and this could use some work.
All right, most excellent. So he will definitely be receiving your feedback, and hopefully, with the channel opened by Nara, we'll
He's
get some
gonna be real confused.
feedback to the feedback. Maybe not. We'll find out.
I
We'll go-
keep a private channel open just in case they
case.
want to respond to
Aw.
the critique.
That's so nice.
You know,
You never know.
You never
But
know.
by the way, I will end it with your friend has a lot of potential.
Excellent.
He just needs experience.
Most excellent. Alrighty, the message has been sent. We'll see how that plays out next time. But we shall be pausing for now, and we'll catch you all next week. Peace.